You're muted,
You're
HH.
muted.
You're muted.
This is one of my favorite times of the year. This is one of my favorite times of the year, guys. It's one of my favorite times of the year because this is the year of the Champions League draw. It's the year of the Champions League draw, and this is going to be a full-on CL Champions League discussion. We're going to talk all things Champions League, talk about the different permutations, the different things that can happen back and forth, and we're going to have a dear fun. I've got my shortbread, I've got some crisps, I've got some flipping M&Ms, and we're going to have some fun here. So we've talked about Arsenal, all that stuff. We can put that to one side. This is for the next hour or so, next hour, hour and a half. This is just purely going to be about all the different things that can happen. So, in case you don't know, Monday, as I do Touchwood every single year, well, unless I have prior engagements, I will do it live. So, guys, from Monday from 10:30 a.m., I will be live here reacting to the Champions League last 16 draws. So please join me with a meal, drink, whether you're at school, whether you're studying, whether you're in work and so forth. Please have me like on your phone or whatsoever, and let us enjoy this and react to this Champions League draw. Because this Champions League, let me just say this right now. This Champions League, I think, is going to be one of the most open because of COVID-19, because of the injuries, because of the fatigue, because of the fixture congestion. Liverpool, I don't think, are as strong as they are if there was no COVID. Bayern, even if they're still strong, I still don't think Bayern are as strong as they are, even because of the whole COVID thing. So it's almost in a very weird way sort of levels the playing field. And also, I'm hearing news that Neymar is injured. We already know about Lucien Favre getting sacked from Dortmund. Arsenal, yeah. All right. Sorry. Oops. Wrong competition. So that is what we're going to do right now. So we're going to look at the winners, guys, the runners up, and we're going to go through team by team by team and look at how strong each team is going to be, what each team can do, and so forth. So, but just before we really go into the various details, remember, guys, like the video, subscribe, like the video, subscribe, like the video, subscribe. I want to just go around the room and just see how guys are generally feeling ahead of this CL draw, and how are you feeling? What kinds of thoughts are you having? So I'm going to come first to Cassius, man. So what is your general feeling looking ahead to this Champions League draw, man?
I'm excited. I'm excited to see what comes out of them balls, and see what type of matchups we get, because there's a couple teams that, especially in the like a Lazio, a Porto, maybe teams that we haven't seen that much. There's like teams that are kind of new to the European scene, like a Atalanta or a Rebel Leipzig, and then you have a lot of teams that are kind of trying to find themselves, like Barcelona, like Juventus. So there's a good mix of different teams, and you also have like a clear favorite or clear favorites if you would like. So I think I'm quite excited to see what happens.
What about my dear man Chukunonso? How are you feeling? General thoughts ahead of the thingy draw.
Yeah, it's quite exciting to be honest. So obviously, me being a Barcelona fan, it's quite daunting because we're
Well,
gonna.
we will discuss the kind of dues you guys can potentially get, but yeah.
It's quite daunting, but for like other teams like Juventus, PSG, we could, like how do you say this? Like there's gonna be different matchups, and I believe that this competition is gonna be very open. So yeah.
Okay, okay. Hassan, general thoughts, or Hassan going away. What's it called? Mo, general thoughts.
Oh man, I'm pumped. I am pumped. This is the time we all wait for, bro. The Champions League. A lot of exciting matchups can take place. We have a couple of surprises, as Cassius mentioned. The likes of Moja and Gladbach. So excited to see what they can do. You got matchups like Lazio and Leipzig. They're going to be tough for the likes of Real Madrid, Man City, Bayern. They can present a good challenge. It's open, man. And every year, it's just my favorite time of the year, to be honest. So yeah, I can't wait.
No, I think, look, it's because I said again, the Champions League for me is one of the best competitions. I just think it's one of the best sporting competitions. I just think that exists. Of course, I've got like an affinity with the World Cup based on the history of the World Cup, but just objectively speaking, the whole fact of that It's home and away. It's different clubs from different countries that have been assembled, and the whole thing with the away goal and everything. I just think that just adds to the excitement. So it is an amazing thing to obviously look forward to, man. So, Ben, general thoughts, man.
Well, my general, I just don't want to meet Bayern. That's all I'm just praying for.
Wait, you're a Barca fan?
I'm a complicated Barca fan. So,
Look, don't worry. We'll get to the various things, but because I want to go deeper and discuss different matchups, and we're going to go into detail on this whole thing. What's it called? Marvelous. Talk to me.
I am scarily optimistic. I'm excited, and I'm hoping that we get a favorable draw.
Wait, sorry. Isn't the term cautiously optimistic?
Yeah,
I never heard scarily.
Same thing.
Okay, all right.
I am hoping that we get a draw that puts us in a good position where we can go on a run as a Chelsea fan. So,
actually, Marvelous. Real quick. This might be sound weird. The accents that you use, is it a fake accent that you use, or is that your real accents that you use every day?
The way I talk right now, is my real voice. Me yelling.
That's your real voice.
Yeah, this is how I talk every day. Me yelling or talking louder is just gonna give me a headache.
Okay, cool. All right, okay. I would like your general thoughts, man.
Like what Marvelous said, cautiously optimistic and excited. I'll call it happy. I look forward to the challenges, like each matchup. Barcelona.
Because think about it, so once they pull out that ball, that's it. There's no turning back. Once you're given that matchup, boom, it is what it is. It is what it is, and you have to now wait until February.
Optimistic, and I will call it excited, like other guys said. Just cautiously optimistic.
Eric, talk to me. Thoughts?
Yeah, I'm very I'm looking forward to it. I'm a little bit nervous. My team hasn't gone past the round of.
Sorry.
My bad. Yeah, my team hasn't gone past the round of 16 too many times recently. So hopefully, to be honest, I'm not too worried about whoever we get, but have some teams in mind that hopefully we can get, we can progress. You know, we should be able to beat most teams. So especially this season, I'm looking forward to it. It should be good.
Wait, so why? Which is your team?
Chelsea.
Okay. We're going to talk about that. Trust me, we're going to talk about that. Your boy Whimsical Thoughts. Thanks for the dub. Says I'm most excited about Milan this league season. Milan are looking all right. Obviously, they drew 2-1 against Parma, but Milan are looking at specifically. They're still doing well without your boy Ibrahimovic. But AC Milan, baby steps. It's still a far way from George Weah, Maldini, Pirlo, and so forth. But baby steps. They have been very impressive. Nafeth, talk to me. General thoughts.
I'm excited to see Red Bull Leipzig and Atalanta. Whether or not last season was just like a little high, like a high end, or whether or not they can consistently, trouble the top sides in Europe.
Okay. Natsa says no United fans allowed on the panel half up. Natsa, don't worry. I will make damn good sure that Red Devil is a billion miles away from the whole thing, man. People are saying that Neymar's season is over.
Yeah, his ankle.
His ankle
I think it's broken.
I think. Yeah.
Neymar got a broken ankle and feet.
That was a bad tackle.
Why do these guys always try and break this guy's legs? God damn. What's it called? Osasuna, general thoughts.
I think I'm excited to see Atletico for second place and Barcelona, just because Barcelona against anyone is going to be a funny game to see. Atletico against anyone is going to be a rough game to see, but I think it's going to be very competitive. And I am really only teams that I'm not too interested right now in are Real Madrid, because they can't get any difficult draws, and Bayern and Liverpool because they're probably going to win. So I think the fodder teams are Mönchengladbach and Dortmund for first and second respectively.
So, guys, let's get into it now. Then let's get into it right now, man. So I want to first look at the group winners. The group winners. So we've got Bayern, we've got Real Madrid, we've got Man City, we've got Liverpool, we've got Chelsea, we've got Dortmund, we've got Juventus, we've got PSG, which we now have to assume is without Neymar, which greatly changes things. Because the question I'm going to ask you guys is, if you're a second place team, which team do you want? I'll let you guys think about it, but if you're a second place team, which team do you want? And let me start first with this. Guys, I'm telling you this right now. If I'm a second place team, I want PSG. And I'll tell you why I want PSG, because the weakest team on paper, you would say, is probably Dortmund, Chelsea.
Or Chelsea.
You probably say weakest teams on paper are Chelsea and Dortmund on paper. But here's my thing. Dortmund are going to have a new manager. And if that was Lucien Favre Dortmund, oh my gosh, please, I want Dortmund. It's very dangerous to play a team with a new manager because you don't know what the hell you're going to be facing. You have no idea what you could be facing. So it's a whole new Dortmund that we don't know. That's not Lucien Favre. With Chelsea is, if Chelsea have all their players fit, everyone fits, that's a dangerous game. They're beatable. They are beatable, but if Chelsea don't have all their players fit, Everton. You saw what Everton did to them. But if Chelsea have everybody fit, everyone is fully fit, that's a tricky game to play. Guys, if you're telling me what you're saying about Neymar is true, the only dangerous man that PSG have is Mbappe.
I think he's out of the season.
Let me just land. If what they're saying is true, I'm going to use that word if what they're saying is true, he's out for the season, PSG are the team you want. Because I have my questions about Mbappe. Icardi is trash. Moise Kean is an okay but an average striker. Di Maria is past it. Marco, I know it's Marco. But my God, without Neymar, PSG are pretty much useless. So you would want to face PSG. So for me, I feel that, taking everything into account, PSG are the weakest team in this for the first place, and they're the team who I would want to face the most. So, Cassius, if you're second place, who would you want to face?
Borussia Dortmund.
Even if they have a new manager, because remember, this is not Lucien Favre.
HH. I don't know if you got the news, but the new manager is just the assistant coach as an interim until the end of the season. That's what I said.
Do you know for a fact he will remain the interim coach till the end of the season?
I have it pulled up right here. Interim coach until the end of the current season.
That's a rumor, though, or is it a statement by the club?
To be honest, I have it pulled up on BBC, but that's it's not.
Because
I heard they're gonna get Pochettino.
No. Basically, my thing let me just say right now, that would be extremely stupid and thick-headed of Dortmund to keep an interim coach to the end of the season, because my God, you are in the Champions League knockout stage. You cannot. See, if let's say they were playing next week, it is what it is. It's freaking the end of February. We have till the end of February. So you tell me that they're not going to hire a new coach from now to the end of February? That's insane. So maybe if you're right, cool, you're right. But that would be weird now. Like, okay, if it is an interim coach, I still would rather face PSG. Because I think in Haaland, Giorena, Sancho, and so forth, that is much more dangerous than an unprofessional PSG side who all they have really is Mbappe. And right now, I am more fearful of Erling Haaland than I am of Mbappe. I'm just keeping it real. Now things can change, but I'm more fearful. So you're still sticking with Dortmund.
To be honest, even if they had like a new coach, unless it's like Pochettino or someone who actually has some type of pedigree, I would still pick Dortmund at a PSG. I think losing Neymar definitely weakens them because, like you said, And like we've said many times, PSG as a collective group aren't really very good. They rely heavily on Neymar and Mbappe, but even like I said, even with a new coach, I would still pick Dortmund because I mean, unless they sign any new defenders, their defense is still going to be the same. It's still going to be Guerrero, who's not really a left back, Meunier, who I don't rate at all, and then they have a back three of Akanji, Hummels, and Emre Can. So regardless, I would still pick Dortmund.
Chukwunonso, talk to me. Which? Aha, because you're Barcelona. Which team would you want to face out of all of those first place teams?
Personally, I'll face Dortmund. Personally, because how do you say this? Because PSG still got Mbappe. Even if Mbappe is not right now in form, but Mbappe is like the type of player that can expose our high line. Because us Barcelona in defense.
How good has Mbappe been without Neymar? Because remember, who supplies those balls to Mbappe? Who's the guy that gives those key passes to Mbappe? It ain't Di Maria. It ain't Marco. It ain't Icardi. It's Neymar.
That's true.
So you're still rolling with
I'm still rolling with Dortmund. Because it's not just how PSG play. It's also how Barcelona is going to turn up. Because if Barcelona don't turn up, then PSG will punish us.
Okay.
So that's how I see it.
Nafeth, weakest first place team.
If I'm Atletico, I probably want Chelsea. Due to the difficulties they have in, I guess, like breaking down really low blocks.
You see, matchups.
Exactly.
Yes.
And if I'm like anyone else, then I'll probably take Borussia Dortmund because they play this gung ho style football, and their back line is always exposed.
But see, people say this, but like people are missing the points of Favre has been sacked. Now they may still get a coach who does the same thing, but what if they get a coach or a manager who makes them play to a different way? Because my thing is that's a dangerous team to want to play because you don't know what you're facing. If it was Lucien Favre, give me Dortmund all day, every day. If Favre was the manager, give me him all day, every day. The fact that who knows what the interim guy is going to do?
But at the same time, look at the personnel. Akanji and Emre Can are not the center backs you want in the Champions League. You don't even want them in Bundesliga. And Hummels, he's older and he's aging. He's not the same Hummels that was at Bayern.
You've not mentioned Erling Haaland, by the way.
Yeah, but I mean, okay, Erling Haaland misses a game, they're done for. Like, look what happened the other day. He wasn't playing.
Haaland is injured, by the way.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm not thinking on one player being there. I'm looking at the team as a whole.
Okay. Mo.
I think, like you guys just alluded to, it's about matchups. I don't think, like, first things first, no matter who you face, it's going to be tough. It's the first place. It's going to be tough either way. I don't think there's like one easy team here, regardless. But for me, it's about matchups. Like you guys said, like if you're Atletico, you want Chelsea. If you're Leipzig, you probably want, I don't know. I have to think about that. But like, it depends. Each team is suited for someone else. Overall, I wouldn't discount PSG because of the injury to Neymar. I think Mbappe will surprise people. First of all, let's wait till tomorrow to hear the diagnosis about Neymar. We don't even know like if he's out for the rest of the season or not. He could be back. If I were to pick one, I'd say, oh gosh, maybe City, to be honest. Maybe Man City. Because they're not playing well right now. They never come through in the Champions League. I forgot about
Man City, yeah. I forgot about Man City.
They never come through in the Champions League. They're not playing well. And, you know, it's Guardiola. So if I had to pick one, I'd say Man City.
All right. What's it called? Eric.
Yeah. If I was a second place team, picking a first place team, Yeah, I think I would go with Dortmund because they just like you put your hope in them. You think they're gonna do something, and they always just fall. When it counts, they never deliver. So I always feel like they're bottlers, and I don't know how just getting somebody in quickly is gonna transform the team, and make them winners all of a sudden. So I would go with Dortmund. Man City, nah, Man City would beat anybody. I think they don't usually bottle it until they get to the quarters. So
Okay, so wait until the quarters to basically bottle it.
yeah, yeah, yeah. So yeah, not Man City. What other teams are there?
Well, let me bring it up. Let me bring it up for you, man. So go
Yeah, definitely,
Bayern,
definitely
Real.
avoid. Yeah, Liverpool. Yeah, okay. So Chelsea, yeah, maybe you would go with Chelsea, but if they have their full strength team, probably it's easy to assume that you can beat them, but it's probably a difficult one. Definitely avoid Bayern at all costs. Those guys they're scary. Um, Avoid Liverpool because even though they were poor recently, they can always destroy a team. They can, what they can do in the Champions League. They can always beat anybody. So yeah.
Okay. What's it called? Abdullahi.
Yeah,
Weakest
if I'm
first
in
place team. It's a team that you think that a second place team wanna get.
if I'm a second place team, I will avoid
No,
Bayern
I don't
Munich.
care about avoid.
I
Which
will
team
avoid.
do you want? Which team do you want if you're second place?
Oh, as a second, I will want Juventus
Where?
because I know it's all about Cristiano Ronaldo. Yeah, but that Juventus team can be beaten because they all rely on Cristiano Ronaldo. If you can notify
So
Ronaldo in
okay,
that
okay.
team, to have a
So
massive
you would
chance.
even if you took Cristiano out of it, you would still
Yeah.
prefer to have Juventus over PSG or
Yes.
Dortmund.
Yes, because Juventus are
PSG
beatable.
without
They're only
name.
one man.
No. PSG without Neymar
Yeah, PSG can
and
see,
Dortmund.
this is the
You'd
problem.
still.
Without Neymar, Kylian Mbappe will know he has the space. But if you're second team and you're playing on high line, you don't play with Kylian Mbappe high line. It's criminal. It's done. You're officially done. Because if you play high line with Kylian Mbappe, he's gonna score 2 or 3 goals and it's over. So I would rather play Juventus, who I know is Pirlo. He doesn't have that much experience. He could make mistakes. So if I can notify Ronaldo out of that team, I have a massive chance than beating Juventus and PSG. Di Maria could turn up. Anybody could turn up for PSG without Neymar. But for Juventus, they only have Ronaldo. If Ronaldo doesn't play well, that team is done.
Morata can still score, man.
Morata can still score, but he usually score more of an offside goal. If you can notify Ronaldo with the form Ronaldo is now, if you can take him out of the team, you can beat they are beatable team. You have a massive chance, 70% chance of beating them if you can take Ronaldo out of that team.
Okay. Marvelous. Talk to me.
I think it's unique to each second place team because I feel like they may be a team that everyone deems to be weak, but then for certain teams, there will be very hard competition. So if I'm Atletico Madrid, I am begging and praying for Chelsea.
Yes.
If I'm Atalanta or RB Leipzig, I am wishing for Manchester City or Juve. So I think it's very unique to the second place teams.
Atalanta cannot get Juve.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah, they're from the
they can't. They're both Italians.
yeah. Okay, so if I'm Leipzig, I'm hoping for City or Juve. I think the unique thing about this year's competition is no matter how you look at it, teams that finish second are more than capable of beating a lot of the teams that finish first on a good day, you know? And being a Chelsea fan, I would just say I also kind of look at us as a weak team because the injury problems we've had all season, players not even, you see, everyone gets excited for Pulisic to come back, but he hasn't had a run of games. So you don't know what his form is going to be like when he comes back, his sharpness and things of that nature. So I think if I'm a second place team, I'm optimistic. I'm sending a wire transfer and making sure I don't get Bayern, and I'm happy.
Okay. What's it called? Eye test. Weakest first place team, man. A team that people want to get.
For me, it's PSG because for me,
Thank
I believe
you.
this is the worst PSG since the Qatari takeover that I
And
can
eye
remember.
test. Have you heard about Neymar that he could be injured for the whole season?
Neymar's injured. I saw the tackle. I was watching the game and he was crying. Neymar was crying. It looked peak. I think he could be out. So, and Mbappe, bro, I don't know what's going on with Mbappe. He's not the same person. For me, I think he's declined. He's not the
Eye
same
eye
Mbappe
test.
I
He's
saw,
failing the eye test, bro. He's failing the eye
bro.
test as of right now.
For real, like when I watch him now, I'm like, you're not the same Mbappe that I saw in the World Cup quarterfinal against Argentina. That electrifying player. You're not the same player I saw in the final. You're not the same player I saw against Manchester City a couple years ago as a 17-year-old. You're not the same guy. When I watched
I
him against
test.
United, I was like, you're a shadow of yourself. I used to
I,
get excited watching you,
you
but
said
I don't know.
you said he declined at 22.
Bro,
He's done.
Uh,
he's not the same.
He's
I'm
not
not
saying
gonna
no.
say he's finished,
He's gotten worse. He's
but
gotten like Mbappe has gotten worse. Hence why people saying that why wouldn't you want PSG? Because you see, people can say oh Dortmund and everything. Dortmund, they're still a club. They're still a club. PSG are the most unprofessional club, and the reason why they even can do anything was really Neymar. Neymar was
100%.
it's like hate Neymar all he wants. Feel free to hate Neymar all he wants. Neymar was pretty much as an individual making them win game just through his individuality. You take him out of there and you now put all of the pressure on an Mbappe who has gotten so much worse. Now, what? I'm supposed to be scared of Di Maria, Icardi, Sarabia? Excuse me, really? Coached by Tuchel, who's a bomb. It's just continue, I test.
Yeah, I think Mbappe's declined. He needs Klopp to save him, and yeah, I think they're the weakest team. And you can't also Liverpool as well. They lost. They drew to Fulham. Van Dijk's out for the whole season. Trent is out for a long time, so we can't forget Liverpool as well. They're looking poor.
You see, the Liverpool thing is interesting because that's what we'll talk about different matchups because if they pull out Liverpool Atletico, I don't know about that, bro. if you see Liverpool Atletico, I'm not sure Liverpool without Van Dijk, without Gomez, and with all these injuries, I'm not sure what Liverpool can beat at Atletico. But we'll get there. Also, sooner talk to me.
So
Wicket's first place team.
I think in general it's PSG. I think most teams want PSG. If you're Atalanta, you want PSG. Porto, Sevilla, Lazio, you all want PSG. Barcelona, I think, actually want Man City. And Atletico would want Chelsea. Gladbach want Chelsea, and Leipzig want. I think Leipzig might want Juventus
Or Chelsea.
potentially Chelsea.
Because Nagelsmann against Lampard, I don't know that I want that matchup.
This is true, actually. Yeah, then Chelsea. Yeah. But I think in general, the weakest team is going to be PSG. This most beatable. It's like the mood will be whoever gets PSG gets lucky in the draw, pretty much.
Osasuna, but do you think without Ronaldo in that Juventus team, they can be beaten without Ronaldo?
There's a reason I said Leipzig won Juventus. I think Juventus can still beat most teams there. And if you're Atletico, you definitely don't want Juventus because there is a curse. But otherwise, I think Juve is not the most beatable team. Like I think they're maybe third or fourth.
Okay, so Martin is right. So Juve only have Cristiano, Laban. So you see, Martin is right. Like without Cristiano, okay, Juve are definitely weakened, but I would rather face a PSG without Neymar than Juventus without Cristiano. Because Juventus, they're still a club, they're still a team, okay, and I have more faith in some of those. I have more faith in a Chiesa, in a Morata, and in a Cuadrado, and so forth than I do with an Mbappe right now. I'm sorry, I'm just keeping it real. So, because PSG are not a real club. They're not a real club, and Mbappe right now, man, people can say, okay, he's young and so forth and everything, but it's not looking good. The draw is, well, you have to check where your time zone is, but Monday from 10:30 a.m. GMT. So 10:30
It's 5
a.m.
o'clock in
GMT.
Chicago. It's gonna be 5 o'clock in Chicago.
So
5 a.m.
Yeah, but,
Damn.
yeah, but look, that's Chicago. I'm just saying, go and do your Googles. It's 10:30 a.m. GMT. So I don't know that you're 5 hours behind, 6 hours behind, 6 hours in front. So just type in GMT, what's so forth, and then you'll see what the time is. So it's 10:30 a.m. GMT. So now let's look more closely at the winners. I want to look at the winners first. So we've got Bayern, Real Madrid, Man City, Liverpool. I want to now look at the strong guys. So which team do you feel fully the strongest here, the most powerful? Because for me, my thing here is this. Let's look at all of these first place sides, and I can just give you your thoughts. Bayern Munich, it is what it is. COVID or no COVID, I just think that they have too many weapons, and Lewandowski isn't slowing down. So this is the team you want to avoid. Bayern, you want to avoid them at all costs. I don't think any second place team can beat Bayern. So they can't face München. Bayern will levitate Porto. Bayern will destroy Atalanta. Bayern will easily beat Sevilla. Bayern will easily take care of Lazio. Yeah.
16-0. 16-0.
And they can't face Leipzig. I don't know. I really don't know about. Wait, easy.
Okay.
Because I'll let everyone have a chance to talk. You see, for Real Madrid, if you look at it, so they can't face Atletico. Real will beat Porto. I don't know whether this is not a good matchup for Real. They can beat them. I don't think it's a good matchup for Real.
I think it's the best matchup.
So wait. So Sevilla.
They can't.
They can't play Sevilla.
Sorry, they can't play Sevilla. They'll beat Lazio. I think they'll beat Lazio. They can't play Barcelona. They'll beat Leipzig.
No, I think they should avoid Leipzig. They should avoid Leipzig.
I think they beat Leipzig. Okay, so look, let's how are we going to do this now? So is everyone in agreement here that Bayern Munich is the team that everybody wants to avoid, or is there another team? Which is because my thing, okay, let me start. I think that, of course, Bayern. Real Madrid, I would say that if you are Atalanta, that's a nice matchup. I think if Atalanta, that's a nice matchup. Man City. So you've got Man City can beat.
They will beat Atletico.
I don't know, bro.
Man City, I don't think so, bro. Man City, Atletico, I don't think that's a good matchup. Man City will beat Mönchengladbach for sure. I don't know. That's a good matchup. Atalanta, I don't know whether that's a good matchup for Atalanta. They'll beat Sevilla. They'll beat Lazio.
Legendary match.
They'll beat Leipzig.
I'm not sure about Leipzig. I'm not sure about because that.
Okay, wait. Easy. No, easy. We'll go one more. So Cassius, talk to me about the group winners, man. Is there how many teams would you say second place is okay? I want to avoid these teams at all costs. Is this only Bayern Munich, or would you say it's Bayern and some other guys? Which is a first place team that people want to avoid? Because I think for me it's only Bayern Munich because Liverpool look a bit shaky right now. Cassius.
Well, I think all of the first place teams are difficult. There's no easy matchup in the first place teams. You can say that Dortmund is weaker, PSG is weaker, but they're still good teams. And whoever plays, whichever one of the second place teams plays Dortmund, I still think it could be a 50-50 match.
But I'm saying like if you're second place, I don't want to face these guys. As in, there's almost like there's a very little chance that I can beat this team over two legs. Because I would have said if Liverpool had Van Dijk and we're fully fit, Bayern Liverpool you want to fully avoid. Because I don't think any second place side can defeat a fully fit Liverpool. So
yeah, of course I agree with you. But Bayern, like I said, Bayern are the clear favorites. Whoever meets Bayern, you can pretty much just get them out of the competition immediately, at least from the second place teams. Other than that, like I said, whichever one of the second place teams faces Real Madrid, Man City, Liverpool, I think it's a good matchup. I don't think it's like a foregone conclusion either way who's going to win. So obviously in most of those matchups, especially whoever plays Porto, Lazio, all of those teams, the first place team is going to be the favorite. But if you're a second place team and you play Juve, pretty much all of these teams have their flaws. Juve have flaws. PSG have flaws. Real Madrid have flaws. All these teams, Man City have flaws. Liverpool have flaws, as we saw today. So I don't think, other than Bayern, I don't think there's one team that's like, nah, we're out.
Wait. Actually, I know. Best question to ask. It's a better question to ask. What team does a first place team want to avoid? Based off matchup, tactical matchup, what first place team would you say, I don't want to face that team because it's a bad matchup? We could beat them, but it's a bad matchup. So Cassius.
So from like just give me an example. Like Bayern Munich doesn't want to play.
Yeah, so basically, I don't think Man City want to play Atalanta. I think that's a bad matchup. I think Atalanta are very attacking. They're very forward thinking, and City, who are light at the back, Atalanta's transitional play, I think, will harm Man City. City can beat them, but I just think that's a bad matchup.
All right, I think for Real Madrid, I think of the teams that they can play, by far the most difficult is Red Bull Leipzig, because Leipzig are a very well coached team. I really think you're underrating them, HH. They are a serious team, and I think of the second place teams, I think they are maybe the strongest. Other teams have, you could say that they don't want to play Atletico like Chelsea or Man City just because of the way they play, and like everyone knows how they're going to play. But especially if you're a team, an attacking team, it's difficult to break them down. But I think Red Bull Leipzig, in overall, is the most difficult of the second place teams.
Okay. So Chukudonso, man, what team do you think any of these first place teams will want to avoid? That's a bad matchup for them.
Come back to me. I'm busy.
Okay. Nafeth.
So wait, was it about what team I would want to avoid in the second group?
No. So yes, so basically, if you're a first place team, what do you think would be a bad match? Because I think Atalanta would be a bad matchup for City. So City, I think, would want to avoid Atalanta.
Oh well, if I'm a German team, so if
and also Chelsea want to avoid Atletico Madrid.
Right. So if I'm like Bayern or Dortmund, I don't want Leipzig at all. I don't want them.
Bayern and Dortmund can't play Leipzig. You can't play team from the same country.
Oh, that's right. My bad. Well, then other than that, it'd be Leipzig. Since those who can't face it, it'd be Leipzig I don't want to play against. Because I've watched them play, and it almost seems as if every player plays every position some point during the game. They're very hard to get a mark on, I've noticed. And a lot of teams this year, because of COVID, are playing more restricted football. They're a little more sitting back defending, and so I think that would be a tough opponent.
So let's say we had Juventus, Leipzig, and Juve have Cristiano. Don't you think that how Leipzig can always be got defensively, Juve could easily expose them on the counter?
No, because you have to look at who's feeding the ball to Juve. I mean, of course they can, but I don't think they would do that consistently because it's Weston McKennie feeding Cristiano Ronaldo. Like, I'm not concerned about that.
Okay. Mo.
See, I mean, look, obviously you have Atletico and Barca. Those are, well, Atletico at least, it's a tough matchup, and Leipzig as well. But I think guys are underrating Lazio, man. I think they're one of the most underrated teams in here. And I think if I'm Real Madrid, I want to avoid Lazio because they can defend well and they've got speed to get in behind. So
Lazio are a tricky team.
Exactly.
It's a tricky team.
Yeah. So I think again, it depends on matchups. If I'm Bayern, I don't really care who I face. If I'm Bayern, I honestly want Barca because I have the psychological advantage, which is important. If I'm Real Madrid, I want to avoid Lazio. I want to avoid Leipzig. If I'm Man City, I think everyone would want to avoid Atletico because of the way they defend. It's just a pain in the ass. Um, if I'm Chelsea, who do I want to? I want to avoid Atletico. I want to avoid Barca. Dortmund, probably avoid Barca as well. Actually, no, Dortmund can do well versus Barca. Yeah, I think like in general, you have Leipzig, that's the toughest team, and then Lazio is like the dark horse, and I think everyone should be hoping for Porto. To be honest.
For sure. Yeah. I think Porto, those are the guys that can easily get beat. So
Yeah.
Natsa says, we beat Atalanta 5-0 last season. Avoid Atletico. But this is a City side that I think are playing worse than they did last season. So I would still say that is still not a good matchup because City don't seem to be playing with the same kind of fluidity or swagger that they played with before. Osasuna.
Okay, so for the difficult, well, first of all, I want to start with the first place teams. I think this is a bit of a different Champions League with the first place teams because there was always like at least one first place team which you thought everyone wants them, such as Valencia last season or like a Porto season before or Tottenham before that. But this season there really isn't one.
It's PSG.
Well, yes.
If Neymar is injured, it's PSG.
But PSG
but
right
people don't
now,
want to listen to me, but fine.
PSG right now is still stronger than Valencia last season or the season before that, Porto. But anyway, I think a big thing. Okay, so for the bad matchups, the first place teams, I'll go backwards. PSG don't want. They don't want do they want Barcelona? They don't want Barcelona. They don't want. PSG don't want Barcelona. They don't want Atalanta. But I think the rest is going to be fine. And ironically, they don't want Atalanta because the only reason they beat Atalanta last season was because of Neymar.
Yes,
right?
yes.
So I think that matchup still.
You know what? That's a good logic. That's a good. The Atalanta will beat them without Neymar. Will beat them without Neymar.
So then you have Juve. Juve, I think, don't want. This is going to be very strange. I'm going to say Sevilla. I think other teams they can beat. It's just Sevilla's the play style they have of also a little bit pragmatism is going to make them struggle. I think if it weren't for Ronaldo, Atletico would be a difficult matchup for them. But because it's just they have such an inferiority complex against one player, I think that won't be the case. Dortmund don't want no. Dortmund don't want Lazio. No, they can't get Lazio.
Yeah, they can't get Lazio.
They don't want a team like Atletico. They
don't. Atletico are beating Dortmund.
Yeah,
easy.
they don't
that's
want.
Easy food. That's easy food.
I think that's the worst one.
That's easy food.
Yeah. Group D is going to be what's it called? Liverpool. Liverpool. I think without a Van Dijk, will not want a. I mean, who would there be? I guess Leipzig. Atletico, they're not going to lose to Atletico. You don't understand? Last season, I don't care if Van Dijk is playing or not, because if you miss it was about 30 shots or something like that in the game, right? That's happening 99 out of 100 times. Liverpool wins that. Atletico got extremely lucky last season. Liverpool wins that 100% of the time.
But that was a Liverpool that I think were playing much better last season than they are this season. And also you have to also put into facts how many injuries are they going to get. It just seems that Liverpool, unless Liverpool makes some cute, interesting signings in January, no Van Dijk, no Gomez, those are two massive.
I find Liverpool to be a team that is not actually weak to counterattacks. And if you're not weak to counterattacks, you're not going to lose to Atletico, except if Llorente decides to have a god game again. So Group C is going to be Man City. Man City don't want Atletico Madrid. They do not. I say they don't want Barca. I think Pep would really overthink that too much. I think okay. Real Madrid, I think in the end, Atalanta is the only team they don't want to have. But the Real Madrid really got lucky with this. Like
Yeah.
them getting first is so important for them.
Yeah.
Because they can only face 4 kind of crap teams. Let's be honest.
Yeah, because they can't face Barcelona, they can't face
Atletico.
Sevilla, they can't face Atletico.
Yeah. So I think it's Atalanta for them. And for Bayern, I'm going to go out on a limb and say they don't want a what's it called? Atalanta. I think Atalanta is the only team they might struggle against. They won't struggle, but Atalanta will make them make them
I think
tougher.
that'll probably be the trickiest one.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I think for Bayern, I said it's like if you had to pick one, it would probably be Atalanta, a team that can that's probably the best thing that can expose their high line.
Exactly.
Because every other team I don't think can move
Maybe
the ball
Lazio.
from back to front. Lazio can't move the ball from back to front as quickly as Atalanta do.
That's true, yeah.
So, what's it called? Let me come to eye test.
Yes. So, on your first question, when you said who the strongest team out of all the first place teams, I think a lot of people are saying Bayern, but you see, there's a player available in January transfer window, Paul Pogba. I'm telling you right now, whatever club Paul Pogba goes to, Real Madrid or Juventus, whatever club he goes to are going to win the Champions League.
Now I need a confirmation because I think so. Haaland played for Salzburg in the group stage.
Yeah.
Then he played for Dortmund in the knockouts.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, he can play. He can play.
Yeah, Pogba
They
can
can
play.
They changed that rule last year.
So basically Pogba can play for a new club in the knockouts.
Yeah, he can play for any club he goes to in the knockout.
That'll be
Juventus, Real Madrid, anywhere.
So
he should go to
whatever club
That's
Paul
huge.
Pogba goes to. If he goes to Madrid, they're going to win Champions League. If he goes to Juventus, they're going to win Champions League.
No.
I'm telling
Okay,
you right now.
I wouldn't go that. I would not go as far, but basically, I think Real have already ruled out getting Pogba. So I think it's either Juve or bust. If Pogba goes to Juventus, we're having a different conversation. We're having a different conversation if Pogba
What if he
goes
goes
to
to
Juventus.
PSG?
Well, we're not having any. Okay, it slightly means better, but for me, I still think that Neymar's value to PSG outweighs what Pogba can give to PSG. And Pogba would be stupid to go to PSG. If I'm Pogba, Juventus is the only move that makes sense. Because if you go there, if he goes to Real Madrid, you're not guaranteed a first place spot. You're not, because let's keep it real. He loves Modric. Kroos is a stalwart. Casemiro is a stalwart. Fede Valverde is playing well as well. So Pogba, you're not even guaranteed a first place spot if you go to Real Madrid. You go to PSG, what? You can't displace freaking Rabiot, Bentancur, Arthur. The heck out of here. So you give me Pogba, supplying Cristiano, Morata there for support. That's a dangerous team. That's a dangerous team. So if I'm Juventus and you secure Labille, that's a dangerous team. That's a dangerous team, guys. I'm keeping it a stack. So Isis, continue.
Yeah, that's going to be a serious signing. It's going to change everything in the Champions League. But on the second place teams, everyone wants to play Barcelona. All of these teams want to play Barcelona, bro.
No. But just focus on first. So, which first place team do you think which first place teams want to avoid specific second place teams?
I think RB Leipzig, I'd say out of all of them. Out of all of them, RB Leipzig look the strongest. They have the best manager. Also, Mönchengladbach. They didn't look good against their last game against Real Madrid in the group stages, but before that, they were on fire. So, Mönchengladbach and RB Leipzig are the teams I would want. And Atletico Madrid. I just saw Atletico Madrid are another team that you'd want to avoid. But everyone wants to play Barcelona. I can't wait to see Messi stressing after getting knocked out in around the 16.
No, we'll get there, man. So Neymar Patasa, hope Neymar is able to attend his sister's birthday. Jesus.
Wait, HH, let me ask you a question.
Go for it.
Do you think if Pogba signs for Juve, it's too many big egos in the locker room with him and Cristiano?
No. Because I think you forget who the manager is. This isn't Thomas Tuchel, who's a nobody. This is Andrea
Mhm.
Pirlo.
Yeah.
Pogba played with Pirlo, so Pogba knows who Pirlo is. Most players know who Pirlo is. It's the Zidane effect. Like, to be a player that you know is that good, and you know how good he was and everything, there's just a general footballer to footballer respect they have. Hence why, like, if you're Mourinho or you're a Benitez, you have to work 3 times as hard to gain the respect of these players. But if you are already a big player, because big players understand, big players respect big players. You know, big players respect big players, and then that's the key thing. From Martin Rosario, who says, to be fair, Bayern without Kimmich looks shaky. That is interesting. I mean, we're gonna come to all the teams individually. I want to dissect all the teams individually, but like, we'll get there, man. So who else has? So Marvelous, talk to me. Which first place teams wants to avoid the second place teams?
I think Chelsea want to avoid Atletico, like I've
Yes.
said.
Chelsea are losing to Atletico.
I think Real
And I don't want
Madrid.
Red Bull Leipzig.
I think Real Madrid want to avoid Leipzig. I think. You see, that's the thing, though. When somebody Porto, for example, I think every first place team would be happy to get them. So
Porto.
yeah.
Oh yeah. No, those guys are trash.
So every first place team will be happy to get them. So aside from Leipzig and Atletico, the second place teams, you know, people in the chat are saying people should be wary of Barcelona despite form. I'm sorry, but Barcelona struggled to beat Levante today. You know, like I every first place team wants to get Barcelona.
Sorry. Side note. I want a team called Lugo from the Segunda Division to get promoted to La Liga. Boss, sorry, continue. Please continue.
But you know, now that I give that some thought, I think first place teams would be even more eager to get Barcelona so they can make a statement. The psychological boost they would get from putting Barcelona out of their misery, and it could be a driving force for them to win the Champions League. And I'm hearing people in the Hangout talk about players that may be available in January. But here's the thing. The season affected by COVID and teams are losing their TV rights and finances are all over the place. Teams may be less likely to make that risky big move. You know, I don't think PSG or Real Madrid or Juve want to gamble with Pogba, sorry. So, you know, I think if you're a first place team, you're happy. If you're a second place team, you're also happy, but hoping that you don't get Bayern. You know, and everyone in the chat that keeps saying Barcelona want Chelsea, a fully fit Chelsea team on form, emphasis on form, will destroy Barcelona if they play anywhere close to how they're playing now. Mark it down.
Okay. What's it called? Abdullahi.
If I'm a I'm a first place team. Let me put it in Bayern because they are the most feared team in Europe at the moment. There are two teams I don't want to avoid. I do not want to play Sevilla. People keep an eye on Sevilla. Sevilla is a very, very damn good team. Lopetegui is a very good coach. I do not.
Sevilla, I don't
Yeah, because if you look at
they're
the Super
not
Cup,
to
look at
be
the
fair.
Super Cup. Bayern Munich so good a lot against Sevilla in the Super Cup. Look at them. It's because they were not clinical enough. They're missing so many chances. I don't want to face Sevilla. That's the team. And also, Atlanta. I don't even know how to call it. Atlanta. Bayern should avoid them because high line is the key. Because if Bayern plays high line with Atlanta will literally beat Bayern with a high line. And we are forgetting something. Joshua Kimmich is very important to that team. I think they've been really ups and down with Kimmich. That's the problem. The transition from the back to the front has been up and down. So they've been having that problem with Joshua Kimmich not playing. So as for Juventus, they can't play Atlanta. So Juventus should avoid RB Leipzig or Borussia Mönchengladbach. They should avoid those two teams. At the moment, don't play them. Mönchengladbach and Leipzig, do not play them. Do not.
Teams should be afraid of Mönchengladbach.
Borussia Mönchengladbach is a damn. Apart from them playing Real Madrid, that team, you're underrating Borussia Mönchengladbach. That team is a damn good team. Mönchengladbach is a good team.
So,
very, very good team.
So if Juventus face Gladbach, Juventus should be afraid.
If Juventus face, they should be afraid because it's Pirlo. You don't know kind of experience he has. He's not that well organized manager who have more of an experience. He's just like he's new in his job. So I wouldn't want to play Juventus. I wouldn't want to play Mönchengladbach because if you look at the way Juventus play, Juventus may look at Mönchengladbach may look at it and say, you want to Steve Ronaldo out of the team. And if they take out Ronaldo out of the team, who else is going to turn up? Alvaro Morata, offside goals. So they easily have a chance. That one could give them a chance. So they don't want to play Mönchengladbach. And Leipzig, Juventus don't want to play Leipzig. Nagelsmann is a damn good coach. Yes, they miss Timo Werner. I'm hearing the news that they want to get Sabas Loa. What was his name? Is it Sabas Loa? What's his name?
Yeah. That guy.
But that guy is a baller. He's a very good player.
So you're rating. So you think Red Bull are the team that guys want to avoid?
Yeah, they should avoid
See, my thing about Leipzig is Nagelsmann is my guy. I think Nagelsmann is one of the best managers in the world, hands down. The players just aren't very good.
Yeah, but
and my thing about it is that you can manage your ass off. At the end of the day, you need at least one or two quality players.
Yeah.
Because even FC Porto, as shocking as it was that they won the Champions League, Deco was still a baller.
Yeah.
I don't think Leipzig have a guy as good as Deco or what's it called, Manish. That's the thing he had. So,
but you know something? Champions League is all about matchup, like you said, and also sometimes it's all about luck.
Yeah. No. You can bring luck and matchup and everything. You still need quality. Yeah. You still need a guy to finish the ball and the pass.
Very correct. Quality is good, but something about Champions League is it motivates players. It motivates them on different levels, especially the round of 16.
Okay.
So motivate them a lot.
What's it called? Eric.
Yeah.
So, wait, have you spoken already?
No.
So, first place teams, what do you think the first place teams want to avoid in this next thing?
Yeah, I think Real Madrid want to avoid Leipzig. They might expose them. They might be saying, they're no superstars in the team, but they beat Atletico last season. You know that Man City lost to who they lose to? They lost to Lyon. So it doesn't take too much quality to beat them, apparently. But so I think that's the only team they should really be avoiding. They can beat everybody else. Sorry, did I say Real Madrid or Man City to avoid?
You said Man City.
Okay, yeah. Real Madrid. I'm not too sure. Maybe they could have. They would want to avoid Lazio, maybe. I think they can beat most teams. Lazio might be an issue for them, but I think they can get through anybody else. Liverpool might want to avoid maybe Atletico, maybe.
I'm not sure. Bro. It's Atletico.
Yeah, but they should beat everybody else. Chelsea, I know people are saying Chelsea should avoid Atletico Madrid. I agree with it, but we can still beat them. It's not that huge.
Chelsea can't beat Atletico.
I think it's possible.
That's a horrible matchup. It's a horrible. I don't care what anyone says.
Okay.
Chelsea Atletico is a horrible matchup because that is a defensive team. Chelsea can't break down defensive teams.
You never know. If ZH balls, you can do something.
Nah. Sorry. Look, I told you, let Chelsea be able to, but Atletico Madrid, that is a horrible matchup for Chelsea. So what's it go? Tudari123 says, you just said that big players respect big players. Do you think there's a reason Zidane was able to manage big egos in Real Madrid and be successful? 1,000%. Benitez struggled because the players didn't respect him. And that is why he was not able to really reach to them or connect with them. Once Zidane walks into the room, they all know who this guy is. And Zidane knows how to reach a quality player, a superstar player, because he was a superstar player himself. So, and look, this doesn't happen all the time. Not all amazing players make amazing managers. And I think that Zidane just found the right team and the right group of players. But 100% the ace in the hole for him was he is Zidane. And those players in there just gave him the kind of respect that they wouldn't ever imagine, because Zidane is just one of the greatest players of all time. And that's always something that can really count in their favor. So guys, I want us to talk about Barcelona. I think it's time for us that we address El Barcelona. It's peak for Barcelona. So the teams that Barcelona can get. So Barcelona could potentially play Mönchengladbach. Sorry, Barcelona could potentially play Bayern, Man City, Liverpool, Chelsea, Dortmund, or PSG.
Bomba clot.
My
Now,
gosh.
let me tell you the teams that they can't beat and the teams that they can beat. Now, keep in mind, if Messi stays, that's very key. If Messi stays, because for me, Messi is a factor here. So if Messi stays, Barca wants to avoid Bayern at all costs. They want to invoke a forfeit rule to get Bayern. Barcelona, either way. With Messi, this can go either way. I would put my money on Man City to defeat Barcelona, but it can go either way. But City should still win. But with Messi, it can go either way, because I just don't trust Man City. Liverpool will beat Barcelona. Mane, Salah, they'll be too much for that to do. Defense, they'll tear them apart. Now look, I think Chelsea can beat Barcelona. They can beat them. I have a plan for Chelsea getting to the final, and it doesn't involve Barcelona in the last 16. It involves FC Porto. So for my plan to work, I don't want to deal with Barcelona yet, because my thing is Chelsea should beat them. I can see Messi just messing up my grand plan. I can see Messi screwing up my grand plan with a free kick and a wavy goal or something. I can see it happening. So Chelsea should win. I don't like it, because I'm not sure how, because you see, Lampard coming out and say, oh, this team isn't ready and everything, this squad isn't ready. So would this team be ready to go to Camp Nou and get a result? According to Lampard,
It's all about
no.
mentality, HH. I want to retire Messi entirely. Entirely.
Okay.
I want
Look.
to
So
send him back
wait.
entirely.
So Dortmund, Barcelona can beat Dortmund. I think with Messi, yes, they can, and I think they will. I think they'll beat Dortmund with Messi, but that would be an exciting game. And Barcelona, without Neymar, they beat PSG. So Cassius, talk to me, man. Which teams do you think Barcelona can beat, can't beat, based on the first place teams?
I think I don't think Barcelona are favorites against any team, but I think Barcelona have the best chance against Dortmund. I think that's probably a 50-50 matchup. The rest of the teams Barcelona would lose because, first of all, I just want to say Messi. I don't think Messi can be sold. I don't think there's an interim president. He's the president of like the economic commission, and he is unable to make any executive decisions. So I don't think it's even possible for Messi to leave, regardless of what he wants or whatever other club wants. But
I heard the news. I also heard the news that they said if you take a lower pay, if Messi decide not to take, like, if he doesn't have like high pay, Messi may leave in January. If he decides to take like a lower pay, is that true? That if Messi decide that I want an higher pay, if they can't afford him that, he's leaving automatically in January. Is that true?
Nah.
No. I think no. That's if he would like to continue at Football Club Barcelona beyond the summer. But yeah, I mean that's obvious because Barcelona are broke. So he would have to cut his wage and like by probably 80%, like something massive like that. So yeah, but like I said, that's not even a factor. as long as Ronald Koeman is the coach of this team, Barcelona, like I said, Barcelona aren't a favorite against any of these teams. Dortmund, I think, is a 50-50, but Koeman, as long as Koeman is the coach, no chance.
But see, here's my thing, Cassius. It's a long time from now till end of February. A long time. I think Koeman is going to get sacked. I think it's been unfortunate and so forth, but I think the results are going to be a bit. Look, strongly to beat Levante at the crib. Koeman is not going to survive, so he's going to get sacked.
But then again, HH, like I said, the interim president can't sack a manager, so it would be between. You would be sacking the new president would be sacking a manager 2 weeks before a Champions League knockout round, which is that doesn't make any sense. So that's not, like I said, that's not even a factor. Koeman will be the coach, and Koeman is incapable of doing what he needs to do. The Cadiz coach, Cervera, he came out during the week and was saying that basically Koeman's tactics helped Cadiz. So when a relegation, newly promoted team is saying that, yes, thank you, Koeman, thank you for bringing on Trincao at right back because it helped us close out the result. When an opposing manager is saying that, and he played the exact same lineup, today against Levante, the same type of team that's just going to sit back and defend, then I already know this guy doesn't know what he's doing. I'm not sure if he's in the top 10 best managers of La Liga at the moment. So
Jesus. Okay. Chukwunonso, man. Barca, which teams do you think they can beat? And which teams do you think they can't beat?
Yeah, so I agree with Cassius that with HH, especially with the Dortmund, I think it's 50-50. We definitely can't beat Bayern Munich because obviously we know what happened last season. We won't be able to beat Liverpool. With Man City can beat Barcelona, but it will depend on if Pep overthinks. Because Pep sometimes overthinks against Messi. And so that you need to close him down, you need to, keep him tight. 2, 3 players, 4 players, to the point that the plan could just, because he overthinks. When he overthinks even the simple things that he may not even get. Like, let's say many players are closing him down. You never know that Jordi Alba's on the wing, Griezmann is free. Those type of things. So, what I'm trying to say is that most of the teams that we may not be able to beat is purely because of Ronald Koeman's tactics. With the right profile. Like today, I've just watched Levante against Barcelona, and I just saw the starting lineup. You see Griezmann, Messi, Coutinho. What does this mean? It screams the team will be narrow. There is no width. You can't play 4-2-3-1 with no wingers. When Trincao started to come on, there was a bit of width. When Griezmann came off, the width was even more stronger. And then Braithwaite was playing striker. Regardless, Barton Braithwaite obviously isn't technically good.
So basically, which team would you want? If you're Barcelona, which team would you want in the next round?
Personally, I want Dortmund. I would like to have Dortmund.
And obviously you want to avoid Bayern.
Bayern, definitely, and Liverpool.
Okay.
The other teams like PSG, it will depend. It depends on the other team. It depends on PSG how they turn up.
Okay. And so Coty also says, HH, the football gods want Barca versus Bayern. #fate. Coty also, we don't want that. I don't want a watershed, bloodshed part 2. We don't want that, please. If that happens, I'm calling Jeffrey to call for a forfeit.
25-0.
A repeat of that. I'll be like, mute your mic. Now, if talk to me, Barcelona, man. What do you think is going to happen to them in this next round, man? Nafeth.
Oh, yeah. It depends. Does anyone know if Dembele and Fati are going to be back for the the knockout stage, or no?
Dembele will be back if he can stay injured after his the injury that he has now. Fati will probably maybe be back for the second leg, but not. I don't think he'll play the first leg.
All right. So in the event that they aren't back for that game, they should invoke the forfeit rule because I don't think this team can beat anyone without those two players. I'm looking at their lineup from today, and they had a guy called Martin Braithwaite starting at left wing, and yeah, it doesn't matter.
How is Braithwaite left wing?
I'm looking at the lineup right now, and he's saying he started as a left mid in the 4
He was
2
a striker, but then he kept, like, if you look at the game, he keeps staying on the left and cutting in.
Yeah, so I'm not watching Barcelona. So it's like, yeah.
So let's say we get a Barca Man City. Do you think Barca can beat Man City?
No. I don't even think they can beat Dortmund. Like with their I don't think they can beat Chelsea. Like I don't think they can beat anyone. I think they're out round 16.
Naf, you're telling me that Barcelona going to get knocked out in the round of 16. Is that what you're trying to tell me?
They're 8th in La Liga right now, HH. They're getting knocked out.
All right. Ites, talk to me about Barcelona. What chances do you give them in the next round? Think about the Oos. Think about the Oos. The Oos.
Who the hell is the Oos?
Listen, ain't no one gonna save Barcelona, bro. Not even the Oos. Barcelona. No, they're not beating any of these teams. They're not beating any.
They can't beat Dortmund.
Thank you,
bro. I don't think they're gonna beat Dortmund. Koeman's gonna be in charge. The
PSG with no name. Even if Koeman is in charge, it's Koeman against Lomos Lukel without Neymar.
They couldn't even. I swear they lost to Cadiz.
Cadiz are doing pretty well. They're like top 6, top 7. So put some respect on Cadiz.
They beat Real Madrid. Yeah,
they beat Real Madrid as well. So,
but anyway, bro, I cannot wait for Lionel Messi after they get knocked out. I can't wait for the aftermath.
So
Lionel Messi, bro.
So you're telling me that Barca are getting knocked out in the next round?
Barcelona are getting knocked out in the next round. Out of all of these teams, Dortmund looked the easiest, but even then, I think Dortmund will beat Barcelona. I don't believe they're going to beat any of these teams. And Messi's going to be stressed. I can't wait for it.
Wait. Okay, so Ben, so Ben, you now are going to make a case for Barcelona. So what is your case for Barcelona?
Okay. Well,
it better not be some nonsense, man. So please.
No, not. Obviously, we can't face Bayern. I don't think it's legal. I don't think it will work. UEFA won't allow it, and neither will.
I won't allow it. I myself won't allow it. So
I think it's wrong. But let's start from the worst case scenario. If Barcelona face Bayern, then they're out. But I don't think Barca will face. And if Barcelona don't face Bayern, I don't think it's as easy as saying Barca will be out against anybody just like that, because Barca has shown good performances against big teams as well. Like even this season, that they've been very poor. At least they played. I mean, talking about in the Champions League.
Ben, I'm still waiting for your arguments, man.
Yeah. So okay, Barca can play Juventus, but I think Barcelona can beat PSG. Yes, I think Barcelona can beat PSG on a good day over 2 legs. PSG, I don't think they like. It can go Barcelona's way. I think so.
So
which other team? Chelsea.
With or without Neymar?
Okay, without Neymar, yeah, without Neymar.
No.
With Neymar,
no.
Neymar more difficult, but I still don't. Well, with Neymar, it would be more difficult. But PSG have lost. PSG lost to Man U. PSG lost to Man U with Neymar. So this is Champions League knockout.
Barcelona are not beating PSG over 2 legs with Neymar. It's not happening.
PSG are not a fortress. They're not a fortress like that. Let's be okay. Anyways, that's that. Chelsea, I don't think they've gelled yet. So the way we're talking, I understand that Barca are very terrible, but if you look at it objectively, yes, they can play Bayern, they can play Liverpool. Liverpool to smoke them, but Liverpool have been having some shaky performances too. But I think before then they would have their players back and they would smoke Barcelona.
Ben, let me tell you something. If Chelsea is a fully fit team with Hakim Ziyech, I can guarantee you
Chelsea should
Barcelona are
sit down, bro. No, bro, Chelsea should sit
I
down.
literally said it. I want to play
Chelsea
Barcelona.
misses like no other. Let's be.
Easy.
I want to retire
That's the
Messi
truth.
entirely. He needs to leave football entirely.
See. As a
Abdullahi.
Barcelona fan, there are two teams I'm looking for. I'm looking for PSG without Neymar, and I'm looking for Chelsea. Dortmund.
I'm begging you, you are Nigerians. I am begging you, the number, but do not.
No. I'm just telling you what I think. What I think my chances are.
Even
you understand?
Cassius, the Barcelona fans.
I don't think Thiago Silva or what's this guy's name? I don't think particularly Zuma. I don't think he'll be able to stand. No. I think there's Chilwell right now. So, but I don't think those the 35 or 36-year-old Thiago Silva will be able to, because we're talking as though Messi. Yes, Messi is bad, but when I mean bad in terms of scoring, but he still dribbles as good as anybody. Maybe only Neymar is a better dribbler right now. So he can still break, and you don't want to fracture the 36-year-old waist. So I don't think Chelsea are ready for that. I really don't think Chelsea will beat Barcelona.
No.
I don't think so.
Abdullahi, you need to Abdullahi, just chill. As I said again, I think Chelsea can beat Barcelona because they're weak. I don't necessarily want Barcelona because I can see that game just going weary. Because look, Chelsea aren't Bayern Munich. Bayern Munich will rename Barcelona as they already did. So Chelsea, I'm not putting my money on Chelsea defeating Barcelona with or without. I'm just not doing it.
Because
but
your
Ben,
coach, first of all, no, this is what I'm saying. Your coach, first of all, you're not even sure what he would play. You're not sure if he's going to play 2 strikers, 3. So like Chelsea look like one of the shakiest there. Dortmund are to be feared going forward. No, Abdullahi, calm down. Dortmund are very good going forward in terms of with Haaland and all that, and you have to respect that guy. But Sancho has been looking shaky, but I think he'll be up then. But even Dortmund at their best, defensively, they don't do very well as well. So I think it's going to be end to end who can score better. And when Barcelona controls the game against teams, particularly if you look at the La Liga, when they play against teams who come out to play very well, they can actually still play very well. Look at Villarreal. Villarreal always collect a lot of goals from Barcelona.
If you just had to pick one team that's Barcelona, like, yes, that's a team that we want. If you just pick one.
If there's Neymar, I'm not taking PSG because the only reason I'm going for PSG is because they don't play as. Look, if you notice the teams I'm talking about now, there's no real cohesion, and that's why I'm going for them. Look at someone like PSG; they don't really play like a team as much. So, but the danger again is without Neymar, they can play as a team. So that's a problem. But with Chelsea, I would personally go with maybe Chelsea or Dortmund. Which other person is in? I'm not sniffing Man City. I'm not sniffing Liverpool. I'm not sniffing Bayern. Because we're talking as though Man City would. They have defenders right now. They're not as bad as Diaz is not. Diaz looks decent, so I think they'll smoke Barcelona.
Yeah, for me, I think City would eventually win that. Win that.
For me, Dortmund, Chelsea, PSG. Is there any other person I'm missing?
No.
We can't play Madrid. We can't play Bayern. We can't play Bayern. That's by my prayer to God. Can't play Bayern.
Can I just say something?
No, I really think we can play Bayern. It has been.
Because it's 2020. Because it's 2020. Imagine if they pull out Barcelona and they pull out Bayern.
No, it can't happen. I'll spend time praying, but
okay, all right. Let me hit on this chat. So, says it should keep your eye on Leon Bailey, 23 years old. Yeah, I know the dude. I think the Leverkusen dude, Mr. Jamaican guy. Very, very, very interesting upcoming player, man. Side says, you use HH, the Barcelona days are well and truly over. The money has dried up. I have a weird feeling Barca are getting Bayern. Damn, Tuchel versus Bayern shakes my head. That's where you're wrong. UEFA Luna still exists, and because UEFA Luna still exists, they are going to ensure that we don't get to ban Barca again. Guys, I can almost guarantee, just I'll say it for laugh, we're not getting banned Barca. If we do,
Not at all. Not happening.
they will rig it. Guys, you think after all this time these draws aren't rigged? If you think these draws
They are. They are rigged.
you
Sure.
know, of course they're freaking rigged, man. Like the balls have like special weighting and stuff. The stuff is rigged. Leipzig says, listen, H, do whatever you may, but with four men around and a stupid way of setting up the pitch, we could go out in the round of 16. But here's my thing. I don't think Coleman is going to be... Okay, I get it. Okay, yeah, you say that he can't be sacked and so forth. The new guy can't be sacked. Whatever the case may be, I don't know how it will work. Somehow there'll be a scenario where Coleman probably is not the manager.
No.
This
It's
season.
going to be the manager. Forget that. It's going to be the manager. We just have to hold that because the election is when May, April.
January.
So only if January. No, I don't think it's January.
The election.
I don't think that information is correct.
End of January.
If they were going to sack him, they would have sacked him.
It's January 24th.
24.
And if that's the Coman is out, I can assure you because the guys who what's this guy's name? Fonte, what's his name? The guy already he's already against Coman already from now. So that will be sure. Coman will just go. If that is the case. But last I remember the election was supposed to be by May. I mean April.
Okay, wait. So who else hasn't spoken about this Barca thing? That
I
wants to
haven't
speak?
spoken.
I haven't spoken.
All right, Mo. Talk to me, Mo.
Okay, I think for Barca right now, it's about pick your poison, to be honest.
What's this guy smoking? Tudare, I think you're smoking glue. Stop. Put the glue down. Put the glue down. Mo.
Yeah.
What
as I
do you
was
Barca
saying,
beat Bayern, man? That's some redemption.
Wait, quickly. After Mo finishes, I'm going to bring you a little theory about that whole Barca can beat Bayern thing. But Mo, finish your points.
Yeah, as I was saying, I think for Barca at this point, it's about picking their poison. There's no easy way for them. I just do not trust that defense, man. You guys are saying without Neymar, like, I'm sorry, I don't care how bad Mbappe is playing. He is gonna eat up Longley and Araujo. Who the hell is Araujo, man? They're gonna get eaten up by Mbappe.
Have you seen
by
Mbappe's
Haaland.
finishing lately? You seen Mbappe's
I don't care.
finishing?
Even at
He's gonna
even
get
at his
100.
best, even at Mbappe's best, it doesn't affect the game like
No,
that.
look,
He
Ben,
doesn't
versus
control the
versus
game.
bad when they brick it
let me
against
meet
United.
Ben. Let me meet him.
versus that defense, Mbappe is gonna get like 100 chances. Probably like he's bound to score 3 or 4. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. For me, if I'm Barca, I'm praying for Chelsea, even though they're not gonna be easy, but they're the least tough one because their attack at this point it doesn't seem like it's too cohesive. Werner and Havertz aren't really working out. The other teams, they all have weapons going forward. And you were saying Messi is the X factor. I'm sorry, I don't trust Messi either right now. The guy can't shoot. Today versus Levante, he had a shot that went out for a throw-in. That's how bad his shooting has been this season. So I'm sorry, I don't
The
trust
referee
Messi right
blocked.
now.
The referee blocked. I agree with you in general, but that one in particular, the referee tripped him.
Oh, he did? You mean the one where De Jong passed it to him and
Yeah. That one,
okay, I
the
didn't
referee tripped.
Okay, yeah, because that
But
was
I do agree with you in general. His shooting hasn't been there.
hatred.
Yeah, his finishing. So yeah, I think if they had to pick, it would be Chelsea.
Chelsea. Why Chelsea specifically?
Because I'm telling you, Barca's defense is awful, and Chelsea's attack is the least cohesive out of the options. So it's not easy, but it's the least tough one.
Okay. Kevin.
I think for Barcelona, man, they just need how they could make it through. Because this team is horrible. Like, they are just horrible. They can't defend, they can't attack, they can't do anything. Messi is not there. He's not there mentally. He's definitely not there physically. He's somewhere else. He's tired of Barcelona, and I don't blame him.
Okay, look, I want to bring up a theory. Bayern Munich. Yes, avoid Bayern Munich. But you know the theory of like that bully in school that always bullies you and punches you and punches you and punches you and you keep running away. Every time you see the bully, you run away. And since the bully always punches you, what happens if you stand up to that bully? Because if you keep running away, that bully will psychologically get into you. Barcelona.
If you stand up, he'll beat you down. If you stand
This
up.
this is similar to Brazil, Germany. Brazil will never be the same again until they beat Germany. And not beat them, but smack them up. But let's just start with that. Brazil have to beat Germany at a World Cup to somehow quench the total embarrassment of 7-1. And I believe and I feel that Barca have to get Bayern Munich and beat them to sort of quench the disgust of that 8-2 shakedown. Now, is this dangerous what I'm asking for? Because it could backfire where they just get beaten 10-0 and then it's just worse. But 8-2 is a seminal moment in CL history. Because you see, 8-2 has eclipsed the miracle at Camp Nou. Let's keep it real. It's eclipsed the miracle at Camp Nou. So maybe what I'm asking for is maybe wild, maybe scary, maybe dangerous. But Barca get Bayern and beat them.
No.
That's not going to
brother.
work.
No, thanks, bro. No, bro.
Are you delusional? Wishful thinking.
We appreciate you, bro. We appreciate you, bro.
Marvelous.
Thank you.
Don't different.
Marvelous.
I don't understand why everyone in this hangout is being so disrespectful to Chelsea. I understand that we currently have some problems finishing chances and
Chelsea
the
has
injury
not beaten
problems.
any big team this season,
Wait,
bro.
let
So
me
how?
land. Let me land.
It's not about who Chelsea have not beaten. It's about Barcelona and their current form and what Chelsea will do to them. A lot of these teams that Chelsea haven't beaten would lose to Barcelona also. And Barcelona would lose to them also. Do you guys think Barcelona would beat Everton based on how they're currently playing? I don't think Barcelona would beat Everton. But
with Messi, probably.
So because Everton beat Chelsea now, they'll beat up. Calm down, bro.
But here's the thing I'm trying to say though. With Bayern,
Cadiz.
Bayern are really, really good. But if you guys have noticed since the ending of last season up until now, when they're bad, when they have an off day, they're really, 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 really bad. They lost 4-0 to Hoffenheim, and it wasn't even close. So everyone's saying like, "Oh, avoid Bayern," and I agree with that. But we might be surprised in the team gets Bayern is able to
do you see Barca getting past the round of 16 then?
No. And I'm actually feeling kind of insulted for Chelsea fans. I hope and I pray that we get Barcelona now. Just so we can make an example out of it.
I hope we get Chelsea.
Marvelous. Let me say this right
Thank
now.
you,
If Chelsea gets Barcelona and Chelsea lose to
I
Barcelona,
we would deliver.
Marvelous. I
Barcelona.
don't want you in this hangout.
Marvelous. The receipts are
If you
saved
lose
right
to
now.
Barcelona, it's going to be terrible, bro.
And also, Ben, you're not even coming. You're not coming anywhere near this hangout if Barcelona beats Chelsea. And I think, wait, I'll come to you. Wait, the problem with Barca is that all we have is 5 to 6 number 10s on the pitch. How does that even work?
That is so true.
It's a Dutch philosophy.
Wait. Basically, it's about recruitment, getting the right kinds of players, and I just think that the team is unbalanced. Griezmann and Messi just don't seem to work together as a team. Hence why I think that say this again. Worst thing that Barcelona did was keeping Messi. They had to sell Messi in the summer, get some cash. So therefore, Griezmann now has that number 10 space all to himself. That was the key thing that they had to do. From Tudor says, if Barca gets Bayern, they'll win both legs. Wow. So you said Barcelona will win. Okay, Tudor, I think you're smoking there. If Barca beats Bayern, they're not going to win both legs. So relax and chill. I don't even know where you're even coming from with this whole stuff. So Abdullah, he wanted to speak. What
I wanted to
No,
say
so,
something.
Abdullahi, make sure you don't talk any rubbish that's going to come back and haunt you.
I'm not
Relax,
talking
please.
rubbish. See, I know Benjamin is a Barcelona fan. I am a Chelsea fan. I see, like you asked me before that.
Wait, Abdullahi, don't try and be this kind of real Chelsea go home fan and let it backfire on you.
No. If it backfire
Use
me,
brain. Use brain.
Yes, if it backfire me, I take my help. But I'm saying, Gatlog, you can clip this. I'm confident to say it now.
Gatlog, don't clip this. Gatlog, don't clip this.
Put this out. I'm saying it now. I want to play Barcelona. I would love to play Barcelona. Yes. I would love to play Barcelona.
Wait. Let me get this straight. Is this a remix of I Want Bayern?
That's what I was about to say.
Let this not be like a remix of I Want Bayern featuring Kendrick Lamar and Dua Lipa.
It's not a remix of I Want Bayern. Look at this Barcelona team. This Barcelona team are so bad. I know people are saying Chelsea have been jelly a lot because the sky.
Abdullahi, I don't mean to be rude, but Abdullahi, don't be stupid. Abdullahi, this is the same exact thing that I did last year. Abdullahi, what the heck are you? No, Abdullahi, no, I'm not going to finish. Abdullahi, no, I won't.
Let me finish.
No, Abdullahi, no.
Let him land.
No, because let me explain.
Let me land.
This is the same exact thing that I said.
No,
what did I say?
I know you said
Bayern Munich are weak. They don't look too good. This team can be beaten. I want Bayern because this. And then what happened in February? Lewandowski was involved in all 6-7 goals in both legs. That's what happened.
Let me land it. You see, I understand people in which Benjamin was talking about Chelsea not cohesive enough to be Barcelona just because of Lionel Messi. I can understand that. Arguably, GOAT of play world football in the entire world. But Messi of this year, Messi of last year, less than 2 years ago, it's not the same Messi now. Messi has declined massively. So I can understand.
He has declined in goal scoring, but the rest is the same person.
Yeah, I can understand his output as a player. But I can also tell you this, that front three of that Chelsea team, with Griezmann, with Messi, with Braithwaite, I can tell you, yes, Semovena will miss chances. Of course, he will. But I can tell you this, with that front three, we will beat Barcelona. People are underrating Chelsea.
I really want to play Chelssie. I really want to play Chelsea.
Can I come in here, Church?
Well, Abdullahi, finish your point now. I'll go back to Eric.
I understand the people are saying that they want to avoid Barcelona, Bayern Munich and Liverpool. But Barcelona fans should avoid Chelsea too. They should not even face Chelsea. Because people may say...
CFC's time, I'm trying to stop this guy, but he keeps on rambling on. But I will keep trying, man.
Yeah. So people are saying they would love to face they would love to avoid Bayern. They should also love to avoid Chelsea to just avoid them.
Okay, we're stopping here. I'm
haven't talked about Barcelona yet.
You not compared Chelsea to Bayern.
Eric, talk.
Yeah.
Wait, sorry, before Eric goes, guys, please ignore every single thing that came out of Abdullahi's mouth. Those are all lies and scratch that from the record. Eric, continue.
Yeah, there's something that people might be forgetting, about Chelsea this season. Ever since we got the new defense, Thiago Silva, Chilwell, we have conceded very few goals. I think people are forgetting about that. We're not conceding goals.
Eric,
which big team have you played?
We played Spurs. We played who did we play? I don't know. We played difficult teams. We played Sevilla.
We played difficult teams.
That was before.
Did you win any big team?
Listen to what I said.
We played Everton, already lost.
Listen to what I said.
Barcelona lost to Cadiz.
That was before the new
Real
defense.
Madrid lost to Cadiz as well. Calm down. Anybody can lose to anybody.
The loss to Liverpool was before the new defense.
Thiago
Silva wasn't playing. Ben Chilwell wasn't playing. Mendy, he made a mistake.
Eric, can I just ask you a very quick thing?
Yeah.
All through this time with this defense has played, has there been a player, has their defense faced a player as dangerous as Messi? Even a Messi not as good as before. Has it played? Okay, have they faced a player as dangerous as 2020 Messi?
You want to break a 36-year-old
No, they haven't. But what I'm saying is, with first Son, you can say on form, Son is dangerous. One of the most dangerous players in the world.
Eric, who didn't want anything from that game.
Thank you.
Wait, Eric,
yes,
let me ask a question. If you can ask a question, please. Can I
It's
ask a
easy to
question?
say.
If Barcelona plays Chelsea, let me ask a question to Chelsea fans. Will Chelsea sit back? I'm just asking. Will Chelsea sit back?
No,
No, of course not.
They won't sit in
Of
low
course
blocks.
not.
And have you seen the teams? Have you
Look,
seen the teams that Barcelona loses to?
it's
What's
not about
common with
sitting.
all of them?
It's not about sitting
Barcelona
back.
cannot wait. Barcelona cannot break any team down right now. They can't do it. They waste time passing the ball sideways. Then the team gets the ball and counter and score.
actually no,
That is the
but
thing.
Ben though.
Benjamin,
No,
you know that
wait.
you know
But
that
Ben though.
Sevilla
No,
defense is
but
better
Ben
than
in Camp Nou
Barcelona's
though.
defense,
Hey,
right?
guys, talk
Let
at the
me
same
hear
time.
it. Go on, please.
Depending where the Camp Nou game is. Remember Lampard, he played in that 2012 game. Lampard is gonna say, let's say Camp Nou is the first leg.
Yeah,
Chelsea will
campaign is the
set
first
back.
leg. Campaign is the first leg. Yeah.
If Camp Nou is the first leg, you may
I'm like,
collect a
How
lot.
do you
it's the
know?
first leg.
How do
No,
you
it's
know?
That will
the
always
first
be
place
first
team.
leg.
The first place team always plays the second leg at home. So the
Oh,
first,
okay,
true,
cool.
that's
so
right,
the
that's
second
right.
place team plays at home first.
Cool. Okay,
That's
so if it's okay, Chelsea people are saying first leg is at the Camp Nou, they will sit back. They will sit back.
Chelsea will sit back.
So that means that can this Barca side now
No,
break
I'm
down?
asking you, do you really think Chelsea will sit back against
Yeah,
Barcelona?
we'll sit back.
They will.
They have
They
to.
will.
Yeah,
They
we'll
will.
sit back. Yeah,
They
we'll
will.
They can
not
do. They can do what needs
Unless
to be done.
Lampard is a psychopath, they
Lampard
will.
Yeah.
will do it. He will sit back.
Then
Then
accept
we'll
that
counter.
and see
We'll
if
play
they sit
counter
back, then I can
football.
understand. But if you're saying Chelsea will come and play Barcelona end to end, it's gonna be crazy.
But here's
That's the
the
thing. It's
thing.
not gonna be.
Here's the thing, though, Ben. Barca
Benjamin,
don't like it when teams park the
Benjamin,
bus against them, but they also struggle when people come at them. When you've got like five,
I get
six
you.
guys
I understand
coming
what you're
into the
saying,
bus,
Okay,
but
How they lost
guys.
Real
they have
Madrid.
they have a
Guys,
better
pause.
chance at
Okay,
countering you than
wait.
I
Guys,
need to
everyone
even finish
pause.
my point.
breaking you down.
Guys, everyone pause. Everyone pause. I'm going to bring up this thing, and I don't want anyone to laugh. Can you please promise that you will not laugh?
Yes.
Is it
No.
Arsenal?
I'll try.
No, guys, wait. Guys, please promise you won't laugh. Just promise.
Okay.
If you think you will laugh,
promise.
mute your mic. If you think you will laugh, mute your mic. So I think this guy must be, because this guy has said about how he thinks Barca will beat Bayern Munich. Please don't laugh.
Okay.
Huh? Huh?
I think he's living in a different time.
I think.
He's not.
The dude is a Real Madrid fan.
I think.
The dude is a Real Madrid fan that's trolling. That's
Wait.
doing it.
I think he needs to.
Benjamin, you agree with
we have
this?
someone who invented the time machine.
That's Benjamin's burner account.
Sudan, if you can kindly
Never be.
explain what this means, I would love to know.
Yes. What is the meaning of this?
I'd love to
What
know.
is what is dominate?
Ben, mute your mic. Ben, relax.
Where is
So
the
from,
feel?
wait, easy. From laughing to this, that the only thing Barcelona can do to get out of round 16 is to pack 10 players in the box like and keep Braith Us.
Barcelona's starting striker plays for Bologna in my FIFA career mode. That's how bad it is.
Guys, wait, guys, we had
Braithwaite
from,
is not the starting
no, guys,
striker.
wait,
Calm
listen,
down.
wait, how do we go from Clivett, Romario, what's it called? You had Rivaldo, David Villa, Etso, Henry, to Braithwaite. So now, Barca are doing sit back and counter, relying on a guy called Brath.
So how is Braithwaite going to break down Chelsea, by the way? How's that going to
How is
happen?
Braithwaite going to break down anyone?
Wait, calm down. How many strikers are... No, let me make a case for that. Let me make a case for that. How many number 9s break down defenses? That's not their job. They have to stay in the box, and it's the only natural number 9 there. That's the truth. What do you mean by excuses? Which number 9 breaks down defenses?
May I do so?
What will the Barca defense do when Werner is running at them? What are they going to do?
Oh, the same Werner that will run at them and pass to Testegas. Werner is our player. Werner is our right back. Werner is our right back. Werner is our right back. Calm down, please.
Where's Werner?
No.
Where's Werner?
It's Werner.
Wait. You see, Eric, you can't talk bigger about. See, Eric,
He's running at
about Ben, shut up. See, Eric, you can only talk big about Werner if he's been scoring goals. You can't talk about what you're going to do.
Yeah, but he can still win penalties. You know.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, Braithwaite can
No,
win
no,
penalties.
Eric.
Calm
Until
down,
Werner
bro.
starts playing well, then talk about Werner as a threat. As of in 2020, in the year of our Lord
Okay,
December,
okay.
we can't talk about
Right
Werner as
now,
a threat.
run
Right,
at
right,
us.
Ben, shut up. Ben, you better
Right now, run into the
Easy.
Werner.
Wow,
Werner
God,
reminds me
God,
of
They call
Alves.
him the Werner,
God.
bro.
Werner will
Ben,
play
this
right
man.
back for
So,
us.
wait, so has everyone spoken?
No, I
on
haven't spoken on
this?
Barcelona. I haven't spoken on Barcelona.
Osasuna, talk to me. Osasuna,
Okay.
talk to me.
I hear Cassius talking about Barcelona, and I feel like I'm a fan of a team who's 20th in La Liga, and I still feel depressed for you guys. Like the fact they can't sack Koeman, the fact they can't buy anyone. Like you say, there was something about trying to buy players. I'm like, yeah. Oh yeah. There was something about redemption, like against Bayern, right? Redemption against Bayern doesn't give you money. You know, it doesn't give you 100 million euros. You're still bankrupt. You're still screwed. But
We're not looking for redemption, bro. Please.
But here's the thing.
I beg.
To make it even more depressing, I have something else for you. If you take all possibilities of the draws, there is a more than 1 in 5 chance, almost 1 in 4 chance that Barcelona get Bayern. If you take all possibilities, 23%.
Wait, Osasuna.
Yes.
Math is overrated.
Yes, well, math might be overrated, but it's still the statistics
yeah,
of
because
it.
they can. So basically, it's
Bro,
Bayern,
we
City,
pay off these people. We pay off these
Liverpool,
people.
Wait,
It's not gonna happen.
Osasuna.
Yeah.
Osasuna, can I ask you a question?
What's up?
Do you actually support Osasuna?
I do support Osasuna, and I am not very happy. Can we not talk about it right now?
Wait, but why? Why Osasuna?
Osasuna is the first team that I watched live. Like they're the first team that I actually watched, like in an actual stadium. It was Osasuna against Real Madrid in 2013, and so ever since then I've been a fan of Osasuna.
Okay, so no. Okay, guys, I want to look
If you
at
had said
can I? I'm
90
not.
something, I would have understood.
Osasuna, I'm not finished. I'm not finished.
Go for it.
But here's something even worse. There are 46 possible matches in the Champions League round of 16. Barcelona against Bayern is the 6th most likely. Now, even worse, they can face PSG. I think PSG is their best matchup in the end. But what if you're talking about Barcelona trying to get redemption against Bayern? The opposite could happen, and PSG could get redemption against Barcelona, and Barcelona are the only laughingstock.
Ooh, 6-1, 6-1.
Exactly. So it's everything is leading to, oh my God, these guys are screwed. Everything leads to that.
Bro, apart from Liverpool, Man City, and Bayern, Barca will beat anybody.
I think
Barcelona PSG is the Uber Eats classic.
Let's on a round off, man.
Yeah, and so that's all I have to say. It's a sad time for Barcelona.
Okay, so guys, I want to look at matchups now. So I think the best matchup, I think that will be the most entertaining to see, just in terms of the best matchup against two interesting teams. I feel a Leipzig against Chelsea would be interesting, because I think that game could go either way. You see, Atletico, they're not really going to really entertain you too much, but if you had Juve Atletico, I think that would be another interesting
that's game
encounter.
over. You have Ronaldo playing. That's game over. Automatically lost. That's an error.
But
that's a
basically
big error.
the
Don't
match.
even
You see, this is the issue. Is that the match I want to see is the match I wanted to see was Neymar against Messi and PSG against Barcelona. I know it's not the same, but that's the match I want to see. Right now, it ain't the same, but I still think that would be an interesting encounter. PSG Barca or Man City Barcelona. I think those will be two very interesting games. I think Man City Barcelona will be a very interesting game.
What about PSG versus Man City?
That can't happen.
Not possible.
They
Can happen.
they both finished top. They both finished top row. They both finished
True,
top. So,
true.
okay, so the match that I want to see, I would like. You know what? I want to see Real Madrid. I want to see Real Madrid against Atalanta. I want to see Real Madrid against Atalanta. I think that would be a very interesting game. So Real Madrid against Atalanta, that's one game I definitely want to see. I want to see Man City against Barcelona with Messi. Because I dare Pep to lose to Messi by himself. So that's basically in terms of a narrative, I want Pep against Messi. Specifically in the situation that they're in. No, but
Liverpool, Barca.
No. In this scenario here, you see, Liverpool. You know what? I would like Liverpool against Leipzig. Liverpool-Leipzig would be an interesting one. No Van Dijk, no Gomez. Thing is, injuries. Nagelsmann, 2 German coaches, German managers, and everything. Liverpool-Leipzig, that would be. So for me, my thing is Liverpool-Leipzig, Barcelona-Man City, and Real Madrid against Atalanta. Those are the matchups that I want to see. So where are we at? So Cassius, which matchups do you want to see?
I think personally, I want to see Real Madrid versus Red Bull Leipzig. I think that would be a very interesting matchup, and I just think it would be a very interesting matchup between.
Who wins that? Real?
I think it's a 50-50.
50-50?
Yeah.
What?
I genuinely believe that's a 50-50. I think you could say Real Madrid are the favorites slightly, but I think even that suits Leipzig saying that Real Madrid are the favorites. I think that Leipzig are going to sign Szoboszlai in the winter, and I think you're underrating a lot of the players they have. You're saying that these guys are just trash and it's all Nagelsmann. They have some decent players. They're not fantastic players, but I think they have a good team, not a great team. I don't think they have any great players, but they have a lot of good, decent players, especially Angelino, who's played really well this season. So I think that would be a very interesting matchup.
Mo, what matchups do you want to see?
Okay, the first one that came to my mind was PSG Barca. I think that would be a very good matchup.
But would it still be good without Neymar?
I still think it would be good because, as I said earlier, Barca's defense is open and PSG can do some damage, but Barca can also do some damage. So if we're talking about pure entertainment, I think that one would be good. Another really one that would be very entertaining would be, as Cassius said, Real Madrid Leipzig, but also Real Madrid Lazio. I think Real Madrid would be huge favorites in that one, but I think with Lazio style, they can do some damage, and I think it would be interesting to see. Also, Man City Sevilla would be good to see.
City will beat Sevilla though.
I don't know, bro. Sevilla are good. I know they got battered versus Chelsea, but
no. That was like a second team. But even if it's like first team against first team, it'll be a good game. City. See, that's a very good matchup for Man City. Like Pep would enjoy that matchup because Sevilla aren't aggressive in how they go, and they're not very direct, and they don't have much speed, and they don't have much perpetual movement. So the way that they play, Pep understands that, and Pep will understand how to exploit that.
But I think Sevilla, they know how to keep the ball away from you, and that's something that City hates and don't know how to deal with. And if Sevilla keeps the ball well.
No. But my thing is, okay, they know how to keep the ball, but it's what you do with the ball. Sevilla, I don't think can hurt Man City.
I'm not saying that Sevilla would win. I'm just saying it would be entertaining.
Oh yeah, no, for sure. No, but see, it would be an entertaining game that City would win.
Probably, yeah.
City would win. Okay. Abdullah, what matches do you want to see? Don't you dare say Chelsea, Barcelona, my friend.
Yeah. I only want the matchup. I would love. I think I would love Klopp and them. Nagelsmann to play together. Thomas. That's them. I always believe we can Liverpool. 2 Germans together, go head to head.
Yes, I rate
And Liverpool
Klopp
win
as
that.
with the injury, it's for me, it's 60-40. The reason I say 60-40 because Nagelsmann is a very good coach. So will they outshine what's called Klopp? That I doubt it because Klopp will find a way to beat you. But with the injuries coming up now, that's why I'm saying 60-50 because with the injuries they're having at the moment, they're looking very shaky, very very shaky, and with the way they are playing at the moment, it's so bad. It can even Leipzig can have the chance against them and just. I'm not saying Leipzig could defeat them, but Leipzig that's a massive chance. I'm looking at two Germans going head to head. That's gonna be so interesting to see. I think my second one would be I would love Man City to play. I would say Atlanta because I know Atlanta beat them. They beat Atlanta last. I think it's last. Is it last
They
season?
will continue to Lara Croft Atalanta, guy.
Yeah, I know Atlanta, but Atlanta is an attacking team who can easily hurt Man City very well. So maybe
They
Atlanta
were
or
attacking
Lazio.
and they collected 5.
Yeah, Atlanta or Lazio, one of them. Atlanta or Lazio, one of them. If they don't get Atlanta, I would love them to get Barcelona because of Pep Guardiola versus Lionel Messi. That would be so interesting because he has already coached Messi. So that would be interesting to see him going back home to Camp Nou to play Lionel Messi. That would be so.
Messi gave him 3-0 the last time he went there.
that would be very interesting to see. Manchester City versus Barcelona. That would be so interesting to see. As a Chelsea fan, the team I don't want to face Atletico. I do not want to face Atletico de Madrid. I hate to face them. Worst case scenario, if I face Atletico, man.
You beat them before.
You have to play them, but that's what as a Chelsea fan, worst case scenario.
What?
Yeah.
Wait, no, not you. I'm just looking at Eurosport and I just saw Arsenal lost at home to Burnley.
Why are you surprised?
You missed the emergency hangouts, bro. That's like old news, man. You missed the whole emergency hangout, man.
What is this?
Okay, so I'm like,
sad life.
So
finish your point.
As a Chelsea, I wouldn't want to face Atletico, but I would say, I think I would say, as a Chelsea fan, I would love to face. People will say, yeah, it's Socrates, but Barcelona is okay. But I think I would love to face Leipzig too. But probably I will go for Barcelona. I'll probably go for Barcelona for me.
So guys, as I come to the guys, I'm currently doing it right now on my phone. So because I think it may be easier for you to write it down. Because our final topic before we leave is I want you to give me the predictions of what you think the fixtures will be. So I think it's better if you have a phone and you can write it down on your notepad or something, so you can just bear with me. So obviously, while we're just doing it, and while you're not talking, you can just basically put it down. And so when I come to you, you can read off who you think the fixtures will be. I'm doing mine right now, so that is going to be the last topic. Is what do you think the fixtures will be? So Ben, what fixtures do you want to see? So which are the big fixtures you actually want to see happen?
Okay, well. The fixtures, that's the kind of games I would like to see. I'd like to see City against someone like Gladbach. I just want to see the matchup. I want to see because they attack a lot. So let's see how that goes. I'd like to see them. I would like to see Bayern versus Porto. I just wanted to see how many they can score in a game.
You are a masochist, man. You're a masochist.
Like if it's possible to score 10 double figures, I just want to see. It's just an experiment. Then basically that's it. I also want to see Barca versus Chelsea. Yeah, I just want to see that. I would like to hear what Abdullah wants to do after that.
Benjamin, tempting the God.
All right, guy. I'll be so happy if I see this thing. And if you collect the all useless Barca, what then makes what does that make Chelsea
Benjamin,
then?
you know we play first at Camp Nou. If you face Chelsea, we come to Camp Nou.
Bro, if you like, let's play at Emirates Stadium, bro. Confidence,
I don't
so
know.
those are the 3 games I want to see.
We'll see though. We'll see. Monday's here.
Okay.
Werner gives me a lot of confidence. Like it gives me a lot of confidence. Yeah.
Relax. Okay, marvelous. Which matchups do you want to see?
Are you asking for my prediction how the draw is going to go?
No. What matches do you want to see? What good quality matches do you want to see? That's a match that I think will be fun to watch. So what are the matches that you would like to see? The matchups not what you think will happen. What do you want to see? The good matchups.
I would love, because all these Barcelona fans are talking shit, I would love for Barcelona Chelsea. I want Barca. And then I would like to see Leipzig Liverpool. I actually think Leipzig could beat Liverpool. And PSG Atalanta. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Osasuna, what matches do you want to see?
I think there's one that would be really fun to see: Atletico versus Liverpool. That would be a fascinating game to see. Not because I think it'll be competitive, but it would just be so. The Liverpool players would be so full of passion that it would be. They would play some of the most dangerous football I've ever seen in my life, and I think Atletico would get well beat. Another one I would like to see is. City versus if City versus Barcelona would be interesting because I want to see if Messi decides to audition for Man City or if Pep decides to pull off a lep for some kind of reason. I think something like what was it? Atalanta versus Bayern. I might want to see that just because I don't want to see Bayern do everything so easily, and I think that I really want to see if Atalanta can expose the high line, and otherwise, Atalanta versus Dortmund is also interesting. So yeah, those are my picks.
All right, let me just hit this again from Tudare, who I think is a troll, says Neymar, Eto'o, and Messi are going to be too much for Oliver Kahn to handle if Barca get banned. So Tudare, you're a troll. But thanks for trolling, though. Thank you. I
He's a
enjoyed that
Madrid
trolling.
fan.
Eric, talk to me. Which matches do you want to see?
Yeah, but I would like to see PSG versus Barcelona. I think that would be amusing to just see what happens. I have no idea who would win that. I would like to see. I wanted to see Barca versus Chelsea, so that let's just see what happens. Play that match. I didn't want them because of Messi, but after hearing some people's opinions, I think that would be an interesting match to see.
I don't know what's giving Benjamin
for
that
my
hope.
Abdullahi, mute your mic, man. God damn it. Eric, so.
For my narrative, I would like to see Chelsea v Leipzig because, yeah, I think stylistically it would be a very entertaining match, and I think if a certain English coach wins that, it will be very interesting to see.
Oh yeah,
so
that's a narrative. Okay.
That's what I would like to see. Yeah.
Kevin, what about you? Which matches do you want to see?
Some of the matches I want to see is definitely Liverpool against Barca. I just want to see Liverpool put like 20 past Barca. Just do it. I want to see it. I really, as a Real Madrid fan, I don't want this to happen, but I would love to see Real Madrid against Leipzig.
Past anybody, bro. Calm down.
I also want to see. I also want to see Bayern against Atalanta because they're very good attacking teams. They both play a high line. That'd be good to see.
Okay. And Chukunonzo, man, which what would be your dream matchups in the Champions League? Dream matchups.
Barcelona v PSG, based on Messi and Neymar.
Neymar ain't playing.
Neymar is not playing. He's injured.
He's injured for the whole season, bro. He's injured for the season.
Yeah, he'll be there in spirit.
That's mad. I'm gonna say Real Madrid and Atlanta, based on how Atlanta play with their fluid attacking style, in contrast to most of the peers in the Italian league. I still put favors on Real Madrid, obviously. So, yeah, and Sevilla and Bayern. That's a weird one.
Sevilla and Bayern. Okay. So, guys, it's the time has gone. So, guys, I hope you have written down your matchups. I have mine written down, and now, guys, I want to hear the matchups. Remember, it would help if you get your phone and you write down these matchups. So, obviously, if you want time and so forth, I'll give you time. But I have mine written down. So, guys, you can clip this or anything. So
Can you give me time to get a pen and paper?
HH,
Okay.
Can I just go first, please?
No,
Please.
you can't. I want to go first. So
Okay, go ahead.
Do you give a prediction as well?
So this is my prediction coming in through. So guys, I have and hopefully this is right, and I think everything. So this is what I think is going to happen. What the heck? So Bayern Munich are going to face Lazio. Real Madrid, RB Leipzig. Man City, Atalanta. Liverpool, FC Porto. Chelsea, Barcelona. Dortmund, Sevilla. Juventus, Borussia Mönchengladbach. PSG, Atletico Madrid. So, those are mine. I have mine saved on the notepad, and I'll see how good.
How many calls
Are
did you
you
mention?
going to give a prediction for each result or not?
Okay, okay, but the thing is, it may never. It may not come. But okay, I'll give you a prediction anyway. So, wait, is someone counting? And okay, so
mathematics.
So look, I use my fingers to count. So it is what it is. So Bayern beats Lazio, easy. Real Madrid, Leipzig, it'll be back and forth. I say Real beat them, but in a very exciting game that may go into extra time. City, fun game. City beats Atalanta. Liverpool destroy FC Porto. Dortmund, Sevilla beats Dortmund. Dortmund beats Sevilla. Dortmund beats Sevilla beats Dortmund. Sevilla beats Dortmund. Juve beats Borussia Mönchengladbach, and Atletico beats PSG. So those are my predictions there. So Cassius, can I hear what you think the draw is going to be? Take it away, Cassius.
So you want me to give you a whole draw?
Mate, what did I say like about 20 minutes ago?
Okay, I got you.
Oh my God.
I got you. I'll say Bayern Atalanta. Do you want me to give you a winner?
Yeah.
Bayern Atalanta and Bayern win. I'm gonna guess Man City Lazio and Man City win. I'll guess Liverpool Leipzig, and I think that'll be a very interesting match, and I think Liverpool will win. I think it'll be Barcelona versus Chelsea, and Chelsea I think they have a good chance of going all the way, especially according to Abdullahi. So I'm gonna pick Chelsea to beat Barcelona. Who else is that? I think Mönchengladbach will play PSG, and PSG will win. I think Real Madrid will play. Who's left?
You see, this is why I told you to write this
Lazio is your
freaking
last
thing down,
team.
man.
Porto is left, bro.
Or it's Porto, isn't it? Or is it
Yeah,
Lazio?
Porto. That's what it was. Yeah, so Real Madrid smack Porto, and
That's it.
Okay.
yeah.
All right, Mo. I hope you wrote this down so it's helpful for you. So Mo, give me your fixtures.
Okay, so I have Bayern Sevilla, Bayern win. Real Lazio, Real win. Man City Atletico, Atletico win. Dortmund Barca, Dortmund win. Chelsea Atalanta, Chelsea win. PSG Porto, PSG win. And Juventus Gladbach, Juventus win.
Wow, Man City Atletico. Okay. Marvelous. Talk to me.
Okay, so what I did was put in a UCL randomizer, and it gave me the teams that just coincidentally matched with what I was thinking anyway. So I think Porto will get Real Madrid, and Real Madrid will win. I think Gladbach will get PSG, and Gladbach will win. I think Bayern will get Sevilla, and Bayern would win. I think Leipzig, Liverpool Liverpool will win. I think Lazio will get City. City would win. I think Atletico will get Juve. Atletico will win. I think Atalanta will get Dortmund. And Atalanta will win. And then Chelsea will smoke Barcelona like a backwood, bro. I'm sorry. It's not even going to be close.
Mute your mic. Guys, shave that off the record. Eric, give me your fixtures, man.
Yeah, so Bayern versus Lazio. Bayern win. Real Madrid versus Porto. Real win. Man City versus Sevilla. Man City win. Liverpool versus Barca. Liverpool win.
Oh.
Yep. Chelsea versus Leipzig. Chelsea win. Dortmund versus Atletico. Atletico win. Juve versus Mönchengladbach. Juve win. PSG versus Atalanta. Atalanta win.
Interesting. Okay. Chukudonso, give me your fixtures, man.
Okay. Leipzig versus Man City. Man City win. Porto versus Liverpool. Liverpool win. Atletico versus Dortmund. Atletico win. Juventus v Mönchengladbach. Juve win. Atlanta v Real Madrid. Real Madrid win. Lazio v Chelsea. Chelsea win. Sevilla v Bayern Munich.
Yeah.
Bayern Munich. And Barcelona v Paris Saint-Germain. PSG, unless the East arrives. I said it. Don't hate.
The Oos, man. What's it called? Ben.
I'm here for the truth. The truth.
Okay.
Lazio versus Madrid. Lazio versus Madrid. Madrid win. Chelsea versus Porto.
Yes.
Porto win.
Ben, stop right there. Ben. I'm going to stop you in your tracks right now. Ben, in case you didn't realize this, the team that I want Chelsea to face is FC Porto, because that is part of my route to the final. Benjamin Jeremiah, if Chelsea gets Porto and they lose to Porto, I'm breaking everything. You see, I'm breaking everything. I'm going to jail. I'm doing 25 to life. So, Ben, don't you dare put that crap in the ether. Chelsea losing to Porto.
Okay, let me start again. Lazio, Madrid win. Chelsea, Porto win. Leipzig. I'm sorry. That's what I think will happen.
You want to start over just because you want to say it again.
This guy's a sick man. Continue your
I
trash
think
talk.
Werner will score for Porto. So Leipzig, Juve. That's a tricky one. Very tricky. But I think Juve. Anyone can win that. I won't predict that. Sevilla, PSG. Anyone can win that. I'm sorry. City, Gladbach. City, Gladbach. City wins. Atalanta, Bayern. Bayern will finish them. Atletico, Dortmund. Atletico win.
Okay.
Liverpool, Barcelona. Barcelona win.
Hi. Okay, Osasuna, round us off, man. Round us off, Osasuna.
I haven't spoken, HH.
Oh, I know. Okay, yeah.
Let him go first. Let him go first.
No,
Abdullah, use brain.
Okay.
Osasuna, go for it.
Oh, you want me to go first? All right,
No, Osasuna, go for it.
So, I'll go from least spicy to most spicy.
Okay.
Gladbach versus Juventus. Juventus will win.
Mhm.
Your happy days matchup. Chelsea will win. Versus Porto.
Mhm.
Sevilla versus Liverpool. Liverpool will win. Leipzig versus Real Madrid. Real Madrid will win. Lazio versus PSG. Lazio will win.
Yes.
Atalanta versus City. Atalanta will win. Atletico versus Dortmund. Atletico will win. And guess who my last two teams are?
We don't have to guess. You just look for the ones you've not mentioned.
I think it's look. My brain isn't working.
Barcelona
Is this
versus Bayern.
No.
Nah, that's not happening. I told you that's not happening.
Bayern will win 16-0 over both legs.
Nah, not
That's
happening.
not
Not
happening.
happening. Sorry.
So, okay, Abdullahi, round us off.
I was the
Yeah,
one who paid the UEFA officials, man. It's not happening. Go on.
So I'm gonna go with Mönchengladbach versus Juventus. Juventus win. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with Lazio versus Liverpool. Liverpool win. So I'm going with Sevilla, Manchester City. Man City win. So I go with Borussia Dortmund and Atletico de Madrid. Borussia Dortmund win. I'm gonna go with PSG. It's tough. PSG Leipzig. Leipzig win.
Wait. Let's finish.
It's tough, but I think PSG Leipzig. Oh, they just play together. Oh,
How is that
They were in
possible?
the same
They're not playing.
The same group. Sorry.
Oh,
So,
I was praying you would get this
Not
right.
happening, man.
I was praying you were gonna get this right. Damn it.
You have
let
to
me
do
go.
everything again, bro.
PSG, let me
Just go. You got.
PSG Sevilla.
You have. Just pick it. Just pick it. Anything.
No, PSG Sevilla.
Oh my god.
What did it say?
Did you just say PSG Leipzig?
No, I changed it.
Oh my god.
Hold on.
The whole thing is messed up, bro. You have to change the whole thing from the start, bro.
Patriots, I gotta go. Gotta go next.
Peace.
I changed it.
Okay, so give us. Okay, start from the top.
Okay.
Go, start from the top.
Mönchengladbach versus Juventus. So Juventus win.
Uh-huh.
So Lazio versus Liverpool. Liverpool win.
Mm-hmm.
So I go with Paris Saint-Germain. It's tough. Paris Saint-Germain, Sevilla. So.
What did you say? Lazio versus Juventus?
Yeah, Lazio Juventus.
How are they not playing?
No, wait.
How are they? Oh my god.
No, I said.
Oh
no. Gladbach Juventus.
I swear you said Gladbach Juventus, not Lazio Juventus. I swear.
No, Gladbach Juventus.
Okay, that's what I thought you said.
No, I said Gladbach.
Yeah.
Juventus.
Oh, so you didn't say Lazio?
Okay, is that what you said?
No. I said Gladbach Juventus.
Good.
Oh, you said Lazio, but you agreed to say
No. Gladbach, Mönchengladbach versus Juventus for me.
Okay.
So that's first one.
Okay.
So I said Lazio versus Liverpool. Liverpool wins.
Okay.
So Paris Saint-Germain, Sevilla. I'm not gonna put it that's too tough for me because Neymar is not playing, so it's a little bit tough.
Okay.
Tough. So I go with Atlanta versus Manchester City.
Okay.
Man City win. I don't want to rate Pep Guardiola. So Man City win. So Bayern Munich versus FC Porto, 21-0. So it's profit to lose.
It's not happening. It's not happening. It's 40-0, bro.
Please, profit to lose. So Atletico Madrid versus Dortmund. Dortmund wins.
Wow.
Yep. And Chelsea versus FC Barcelona. Chelsea.
Guys.
Wait, H, I got it. I didn't go.
Oh, sorry, Kevin, go for it.
No, you're fine. All right, so I got Liverpool against Barca. Liverpool win. Real Madrid against Leipzig. Real Madrid win. Bayern against Atalanta. Bayern win. Man City against Sevilla. Man City win. Dortmund against Atletico. Atletico win. PSG against Gladbach. PSG win. Juve against Porto. Juve win. And Lazio against Chelsea. Chelsea win.
Okay.
I think
Guys?
everybody has said Dortmund against Atletico, or most people.
Yeah,
That's very
that's what we
interesting.
want. We want
I think
Atletico.
everyone said Gladbach Juventus. I think
And-
every single person
Yeah.
said Juventus.
Gladbach Juventus.
And
Nah, I
No, I
said
didn't say that. I didn't say that. I said
Atletico
Gladbach
Juve.
Juventus.
Porto Juventus.
You see,
Atletico Juve.
no, it was Dortmund
guys,
Atletico that was.
I've got to go. So, guys, remember, we'll be back here. So, basically, what we're going to do is, so Monday, we'll do the live stream, everything on Monday and everything. And maybe I may do, I can invite. So, basically, I'll just react to it first as it's happening. And then maybe I can then invite the guys maybe afterwards, because obviously it's a bit early in the morning, so I don't know how many people will be available. But I'll be here Monday, 10:30 a.m. GMT live, and I'll be reacting live to the whole thing. Should be fun, guys. Peace out, stay true, and I'll see you guys Monday for that seal draw. Peace, 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 peace,
I'll
peace.
see you.
Become a Football Hut member and gain access to cool emojis on the live streams and get access to new YouTube content by clicking the join button here. And to view that new content, head over to the YouTube channel homepage and click on the community tab over here.